Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today is 11/27/2018, and this is our live stream session. Been keeping an eye on AMD, guys. Looking at a possible gap fill. Looks like we didn't hit it, but we had this trend line up here. We posted this on StockTwits a little bit ago. You have this connecting from gap fill to that high, to that high. The 200 MA and the 2150 even number, and the 21 number as well. Up in this area. Markets are pulling back a little bit right now, so everything's pulling back. That's just how it works when everything's a market trade. Damn, I was going to take a short at gap fill. Just didn't make it, guys. Pierce at 21.50, and man, just didn't make it. Only looking for maybe 20, 30 cents. We would have got it, but markets pull back. This is what ends up happening. Everybody gets complacent. Oh my gosh, we're in a rally. Buy the dip, hurry. Everything's going up. And then you get this. But right now we're getting choppy action. You get the gap down. You hold the 50 MA here. Almost double bottom. You go straight up, fill the gap. Never really gets some confirmation over the gap. Comes right back in. Probably some news. You know, China news. We're close. The China trade. Close with that. We're close. Trump, I think, is typing the paper right now. You know, stuff like that is pretty funny. What are your thoughts on Netflix and NVIDIA? Hello, StockBookie USO going back down as expected. Yeah, you know, who knows? We'll see USO. We were short the USO, already covered. I'm going to wait for the bounce. Unless it retraces, then possibly. But right now, just getting a handle on the SPY, guys. Pretty much choppy action. You look at the 60-minute, that's pretty much the story. If you cannot get back above the 50 MA here and just keep chopping, you know, we did get above the highs here at the 267.16, and then now we're just chopping, guys, trying to get above the 50 MA, still above the 20, still an okay stance. But if you look at the daily, just chopping around, guys, nothing special. And we talked about this. Until we start getting some direction here, I think we're just going to chop in this lower range. And you know, that's just not good, guys. So watch for that. All right, Christopher, Netflix, NFLX. If you're new to the room, you know what to do. Or you don't know what to do, punch up a symbol. I'm doing really good today. We're almost 100%, guys. Nose is a little bit stuffed, but I think it's my allergies at this point. Look at IWM, guys, coming down right to the lows. Interesting. Even the IYT, too, as well, guys. The transports are getting hammered again. Man, the markets, I'm telling you guys, just can't. We get a bid, it's just going to lead to more selling. I've been telling you guys this for a while. What's up, everybody? All right, guys. B Rabbit, what's up? All right, hold on here. We're going to start with Netflix. Netflix, guys, you know, you're still below the MA. It's a little bit stretched from the 20 MA. It could bounce. If it does bounce, you're looking at the 290 area or even gap fill around 286. But the big price point would be 271.19 or this low pivot. You got to recapture that before we start going higher. But if we end up staying in this lower end range, you know, I've been telling you guys this, especially my members, this is just going to be set up for more pain, guys. Netflix, weekly. I know what everyone's looking at. This was a $420 stock. It's at 260. It's got to go up from here. I mean, it's got a massive correction and blah, blah, blah. Now, 191 is my area down here, guys. This thing sets up sideways, retraces a little bit, markets fall apart. This is going to be a $200 stock. At the end of the day, I think it can even go 170. Unless it recaptures 271 and starts moving back up, recaptures 280, then the 300 and starts rolling. Other than that, if it stays in this lower range, it's going to be lights out for this one. Then there'll be a great buying opportunity down in this area. Then we'll be really stretched from the 20 MA, ready to go. Guys, look at this, though. Hold on here before we do anything. IWM coming in really good, and that's never good, guys. Gap fill is going to be right around here. When was this? 11:10. So gap fill will be right around 147.78. Not too far away, though, guys. Going to try to hold this 200 MA. Let's see. We got about 7 minutes left of this candle. Look at that, though. Straight back down, guys. If this goes down with the SPY and everything, everything's going back down. Been telling you guys this for a while. So let's see here. Hold on. So yeah, Netflix though, going back to Netflix, yeah, right now just I'm waiting to buy, guys. I mean, you had a nice push up. Everyone's getting excited. It's Netflix. Oh my gosh, here it goes. This is it. It's gonna go up. The next thing you know, it rolls over. So until we get over 271.19 and maybe some good volume push or maybe news, a buyback, a double upgrade or something. I mean, 290 would be the price target. But, man, if this thing keeps going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days sideways in the lower range, a little bit stretched from there, from the 20 MA. Let's see how the monthly is. Yeah, see, the monthly kissed it. So, gosh, we click. I mean, the monthly is telling me 161, guys. But I still think we'll come to gap fill around 200 around this area. I mean, it's just another high flyer, guys, coming in. Got the bounce here. I think the bounce is going to be led to more selling. But again, if the SPY and everything bounces, these will bounce. If the SPY and the IWM, the Qs go lower, these will all go lower. Pretty simple. Volume today on the SPY is 33 million, so we have light volume, and we still can't even catch a bid today. So, again, every bounce looks like it's led to more selling. Just be careful with that. Guys, I'm doing great today. NVIDIA, let's look at NVIDIA. A little bit congested still, but we'll be all right. NVIDIA is just getting a bounce. Market's got a bounce. This is going up with the markets. Everyone can't help themselves at this point. Oh my gosh, I'm missing it. I'm missing NVIDIA. It's going to go back to 300. That's what they say. They keep telling me that. And then they brought Buffett on, and he even said 280. Yeah. And then ABC Capital, they even triple upgrade to 400. Told you. And then, until we're out of this lower range, guys, until we fill this gap and get above 170.43 and then get above this little pivot here at 176, there's nothing to do here. You might get a small term bounce. And even this one here, you got to get above, what's the high of that one? 155.30 with a close and then some follow through. If it can't get above this red candle or this red candle, it's not going anywhere, guys, but lower. I'm telling you, 115 to 100, this thing's going. Markets dump, it's going to be lights out. So we're getting a bounce now. So it looks like they're doing some shaking and baking. The shake and bake, guys. Oh my gosh, buy puts, buy puts. Buy puts down here, hurry. Oh shit. Buy calls, buy calls. Oh wait, buy puts. Let's see if we hold double bottom down here, guys. That's going to be the first area here, right here. Let's see if we hold that on a closing basis. We got about 4 minutes left. That's what they're doing. Oh, man, buy up here. The rally's going. The rally's on. Oh, shit. Buy puts down here. It's selling. It's selling. Oh, wait, no. Buy calls now. So I don't do anything in these markets, guys. Just let us settle down. There's no direction, up and down, up and down. Just let this thing settle down. That's it. USO go back down as expected. We'll see. Markets are weak. I think USO will start getting plowed again. Again, we were short. We covered it. You're looking at $10 probably, and then I'm thinking 859 down in this. I would love 774, but again, like I said, our short is done. We are out of the position. If anyone is holding, awesome. Just keep trailing it and ride it. But I got what I needed, and I'm done. I'm waiting for the bounce now, or if we get the bounce, I'll reshort again. Shorting down here, I just can't do it. It's we were short from $15. Why would I enter at 1086 when we already got our trade? So the line is coming up around $10. We'll see how it handles there, if it even gets there. We still have the 750 where it's trying to retrace from. If you take a short term, let's go to the weekly. I'm going to take even a short-term fib from the most recent low. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to this low again. I'm just going to bring it to the last high peak. See, so yeah, we can actually get down to 982. Here's the 618 though. 618 is trying to hold at 1096. So we'll see. But man, what a beatdown. What a just flat beatdown. That's central bankers, guys, manipulating. Period. No one can move markets like the central banks, guys. Bottom line. Yeah, Carter, X breaking down on the weekly. Yes, it is. So, I don't know if you were asking me to go long on that one, but yeah, wait for the prices to go lower. How am I doing, John? I'm doing pretty good. CRM. Let's look at the daily real quick. Nice little bounce. You caught this pivot right here. That's what's holding. That pivot there, and you got this pivot down in this area. And you even have a gap fill. You got a lot of stuff coming down here as well as a gap fill right there around 109. Weak stance on the daily, getting a bounce, buy the dip mentality. It's holding the 115 area. Right now, you're kind of in the middle of the range. For me, I'm short this name, so I'm not really. I'm sticking with my short position. Let's see here. Or I think, hold on. I was covering so many shorts, guys, in the last week or two. Every chance I get, guys, cover the shorts, cover the shorts. Don't be messing around because we are going into the holiday season. It could be just a low volume grind into the new year. I don't know what they have for us, but there's still a lot of political crap out there that's driving these markets. One day it's we're close to a deal with China. We are, we're almost there. And then 3 weeks later, it's like, we're not close to a deal. What are you guys talking about? So you got to keep an eye on the news. You got to keep an eye on Trump. You got to keep an eye, of course, on the markets, on the SPY, on the IWM, the big names. So just slow and steady in these markets, guys. You don't want to just start banging out trades because you're bored, or buying a dip because it's like, oh my gosh, buy the dip, buy the dip. Yeah, so we're still in this trade. We covered half at 114 when it was coming down in here. Now it bounced back up on us, and we'll see if it comes back into the 131 area again. We'll probably do it again. Not I don't mind this. I mean, maybe. I got to see what the SPY and everything really isn't telling us anything, to be quite honest with you. So it's really tough right now, these markets, and deciding, whether you want to go long or short or what have you. Everything's got to go with the markets, guys, right now. We catch a little bit of a bid right now on the SPY and everything. The IWM went back up. Everything's trying to hold. That's how these markets are working right now. So we're trying to just, for me at least, do nothing, guys. There's a couple trades, people asking me about longs and how do we do this? If you want to go long, you just got to know where your stop out is, because you don't want to wake up to a disaster one morning and the Brexit deal isn't done, or Italy's falling apart, or Greece is falling apart, or the China, Mexico, Canada trade deal isn't done yet, and whatever else. Or better yet, Uncle Jerome raises rates in July, or in not July, December, and then what? Then they're going to have another excuse to dump. So right now we have 34 million on the SPY today, kind of chopping up and down. We are holding double bottom, at least on the IWM. All the other indexes are a little bit high or a little bit off a double bottom, but the IWM hit the 200 MA and double bottom and got a pretty nice bounce. But again, we're right in that special time of day, guys. Lunch on Wall Street. So CRM, yeah, not too much to do. We covered half. It's going up. If it goes up to maybe 131 or in this area too, we'll probably add more to the short. But right now we're back up, like with everything else, and we'll see how this thing works. This is a bad area. If you got it long from 114, $10 move, you should be probably half out at least. And then let's see if this thing can bounce. But I really think it's setting up for more downside pressure. See what the weekly is. Monthly, 114 is the area, which we did hit. Weekly, I want to see what weekly's just weak. Look at that, comes in. It's got to get back above the 50, about 130. Let's see what it does. Right now, we're just chopping around. No real direction in CRM. So just sit on your hands. If you're long this one, then hold it. If it starts, filling gaps, starts coming right back in, then pretty much let's look at the monthly again. I think $100 would be in the cards. $100, $99. If that gives out, then it's going to be 89 or the 50 MA. Just be careful. It is a high flyer. This has a little more room coming in. If it does retrace, we'll be looking to add more shorts to this one. What's up, Harith or Harith? How's it going, buddy? B Rabbit, good morning. I was wondering where to take my first partial on MCY. is the, let's see, MCY. All right, coming in pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, let's try to get to the 50 MA, about 53.78. God, yeah, that one is coming in real good, isn't it? We'll just buy the dip, man. Buy the dip. It's going to go up. That's what they told us. Let's see here. Yeah, this one's pulling back real good. Gosh. Yeah, I'm in it from 59.71. Yeah, you know, let's take, yeah. B Rabbit, take if we're what's your average price short on this one? You know, if you got $5 on this one, start taking some off. Let's not mess around. Let's look at the monthly real or weekly real quick. Yeah, 53. It still could come down. I think, you know, we get down in this 52 area, but we add a nice pullback. Let me hold on here. I just want to see what shorter term retrace is if we're into some support here. Yeah, I mean, we're splitting hairs now. I'm almost up almost $5 on this trade. I'm going to start taking some off. Yeah, I'm just, if the markets could be weak, guys, this thing's going to be back to $50. You know, I'm trying to be a little more patient on these trades, but at the same time, I don't want to, you know, not take something off the table because we had a nice retrace on this one. But yeah, you know, don't have first and foremost, don't ever wait for me. If you're in this trade, you're up 10% on it. I'm looking for 5 to 10% on these. If we get 20%, even better. This is all shares for me, guys. So if I get 5-10% on these pullbacks, boom, I'm out. So this one here, in fact, I'm covering half the shares in MCY, guys. That's what I'm going to be doing here in a second. let me type everything out first. For half short shares. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so if you want to cover these, that's fine. Let's look what this is doing, though. Yeah, so it's holding up a little bit here. Nothing crazy. Let's see. Guys, you're in this, you know, take something off the table. But honestly, yeah, it could go to 53.78, guys. That'd probably be the first target. But, you know, we're coming into a little bit of support. If you go back to the, let's see here. To the daily chart, if you take the pivot from this low to that high, you have the 50% retrace coming up as well, right around 54.92. That's another area that you have. So you got to watch out for that too. But yeah, nice pullback. Look at this again. Boom, inside bar, retrace to the highs, lights out. That's exactly what you want to see. That's another textbook short there. You want to line it up with the market. If the markets were cratering right now, this would probably be a $50 stock. So like, again, I don't have a ton of positions out there right now. I mean, I do, but not like we did, you know, a couple months back with all the shorts. But I'm going to see. We're at lunchtime. I want to see what this. I'm going to wait patiently on this one. I want to see if we start selling off towards the end of the day. If we do, this one will probably blast through $55 and go a little bit lower. So I'm going to go real slow and steady on this one. But yeah, B Rabbit, if you want to take some off, yeah, take something off. Yep. Yeah, that was a good trade too. X breaking down. So keep an eye on MCY. I'll be posting something shortly here. Yeah, look at that. Good thing. A lot of people were asking about this one. Do we go long? Do we go long? Do we go long? Look at this. If you would have, even here, if it would have held 25, yeah, that would have been great. But look at that. So we gap down and lights out. Let's see, weekly. God, we're right to the next level, guys. 23. Yeah, just let it go lower, guys. Dang. 22.50. Yeah. I'm going to wait for 20 or 18, maybe. You still have a big gap filled down here at like 15.97. So keep this one on the radar, guys. Now you're below the MAs on the weekly. It's just a turd. That's why I didn't want to, I see double bottom, but when you have a stock that retraces, comes in, bearish setup, starts to break down right back to the, double bottom here, boom. I just, and I think I was telling everybody, hey, you could take this trade as long as we hold the 25 area, and look what happened. Now you're 8-9% down because you know what? Everyone was buying double bottom, guys. But it's X and it's double bottom, and this is why right now long trades are tough. I don't want to do anything long because you don't want to be stuck in one that goes up a day and then gets slammed, and then like a Facebook. But it was 2 something one time, and now it's $136. Yeah, but it could be $100 stock. I like Facebook at 100. So yeah, so Carter, just be careful. Yeah, I mean, I like this. Let it go lower. Markets come in, everything's going lower. So the markets are coming back in again, guys, slowly. Nothing crazy, but if you're in the MCY trade, think about taking something off the table. You should be up at least 10% on that trade, or maybe 8%. So my average price was 59.71 going short on that one. So if you want to take something off, you can. I'm going to see what this market brings towards the end of the day. I'm going to hold it a little bit longer. Let's see. Hello, John. Hey, fan. What's up? Christopher. I'm trying, man. Now it's just, I think it's my allergies now. That's just been killing me. So no big deal. At least I feel okay, though. Natalie, what's up? How's it going today? Where do you think the next resistance on ADSK is? ADSK, we need this thing. We need the markets to pull back. It's going up. I added a little bit more today. We had this trade, guys. It was up, down, up, down, up, down. We were getting some, making some money on that one. I mean, right here's not bad. I mean, it just had earnings, so you're kind of fighting with that a little bit. People are reading the earnings call and reading what they wrote, and oh my gosh, this thing's going to be so great, and da da da. Well, if you go to the all-time high, you have the 618 at 144. If you go to the last high pivot, we're almost right into the 618 right there. So that would be the next area of resistance around 142.95, and then 147.85, 148 area. And then, of course, the high bar around 152. The thing with this one is, though, on a weekly close, if we close above the 20 MA on a weekly close, I want to see some follow through the following week. I don't want to see, we're still down, we're still sideways, still in this lower range. We are back above the 20, but we still have to wait for the Friday close to see if we come right back in. I think this is one where they're, starting to get people back in this one. Hurry, it's cheap kind of a thing. But, at the end of the day, you still have your gap fill too right here at 142.96, and that's coming here. And then gap window. You're into this part right here, right at 142.03, which are these high pivots. And then you got gap fill. So right in this area, you got some big resistance. And see how it's pulling back a little bit from there? Not much. But the markets start to come in, you're going to start to see this go down. You look, all right, just look at the SPY right now. SPY 10-minute. So 1 bar down, 1 bar up, 2 bars down. Now look at Autodesk. 1 bar down, 1 bar up, 2 bars red. So it's following it a little bit. SPY gets a rally. This is kind of bouncing up, all right? And we get the sell right here. We get where it stalls. Still haven't reached gap fill. It probably won't, because that's where a lot of technical guys are waiting. And then that's it. Again, we did a lot of stuff on this one. So we shorted shares at 134. We covered at 131.50. Next big area was 136. We added more at 136. We covered half the short at 132.50. Then we added more at 137. Covered half at 134.50. Added more at 138.18, covered half at 133.50. So today we added more at 140.28. A little bit upside down, but we've traded this thing a bunch of times last week, so that's why it's not that big of a deal to me anymore. Now it's a swing trade, and I like the fact that if you look at the monthly, we hit my target area once, and then see if we get it again, guys. We're going back up, typical retrace on these stocks. Next to the lead sell, next step will be more selling. I still think we'd go to $100. I won't be in this thing from 100. We get another $5, $10 down. I'll be done with this one. So It's not, this is a stress-free trade for me, at least. If it goes up a little bit more, maybe 150, I'll add a little bit more. I'm still not in a huge position, guys, with this one, a manageable position, because that's what it's all about. You start going way, all in and margin, and that's when, hey John, can you look at Autodesk? Hey John, can you look at Autodesk? Hey John, can you look at Autodesk? Well, nothing's really changed too much, other than we're going up with the markets. But here's your real big area around 143. If we get above that, then possibly higher prices. That's fine. Let it go higher. We'll be waiting at the top to short some more. That's how I'm working this. We're up on earnings, so you can't really fight that. It's Autodesk. Everyone's, it's got to go higher. It's Autodesk. They said a double upgrade and a buyback. So, but for me, we're still in this lower range, still chopping around. If you want, you could stick, here we are up the upper range, and here's the lower range. So right now we're just kind of chopping. We are breaking above this slanted trend line, which is, it's okay. Prove to me you're going to break out. I want to see on the weekly chart a close above this, and I want to see next week, then I want to see this thing rallying with some volume, not this low volume crap. But even on Friday, we're still a couple days from Friday. I want to see a close above the 20 MA. Then we'll take it from there. That's the big one for me. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, and you got CNBC and all these other guys saying, you got to buy this, you got to do that. It's going down. All right, is it time to short CLX? The only thing I don't like about this chart is that it's just not. I mean, it's getting there, guys. What are we up today? 144. Yeah, you could. You know what? I know you've been asking me, Alex. You could start shorting this one. I think this is Clorox, I think, or something. But remember, this is a safety haven play. If the markets start really coming in, this one can stay buoyant. If the markets keep going down, then this one will get sucked in, and it will finally start to flush. But yeah, it's not a bad trade. Just think, I don't know if earnings are out yet, but check for earnings. Just remember, you got to save some for 170, and you got to save some for 175 just in case. And then you could get your average price around 170. Target would be right now around 137 or so. And if the markets really start rumbling, you're looking at 126 and even 114. So yeah, I like it. I really do. I wanted to keep it going. Keep it going. I think you asked about it the last couple days as it was coming up. We got another couple bucks on this one now. We haven't added a position yet. But yeah, I do like that one. So let's see here. All right, so there's that. Give me a second, guys. Remember, we're going into the holiday season, though. This could be a tough trade. It's a monthly chart play. If you do options, you got to go out months on this one. Don't go out, 3 weeks, because it's not going to come. I mean, it could if the markets fall apart, and it's a light volume name as well. So you got to be careful with these, and don't load the flipping house. I'm going to keep telling you that. No more than 10% of your total portfolio right now would probably start with a quarter position right now, because you want to add more at 170 if it gets there, and you want to add more at 175. And this is a high flyer. It could go up another 40 points for all I know. But on the daily price targets 158, then 153. On the weekly would be about 150. So if we even get that 50, if we get that 14, 15 point pullback, I'll be half out and then get a little bit more and be done. But we are above this trend line. Let's see where we close on the weekly chart, though. So yeah, that one I like. Good one, Alex. But remember, it could go a little higher. It is CLX. Maybe they'll do a buyback or two. Let's see. Apple, please. Yeah, let's see. Apple, I sold the last quarter position, guys. I'm not going to stick around in this one anymore. I'm done. I don't, there's really not too much to do here. It's going sideways. I know everyone wants to buy the dip, and oh my gosh, it's Apple. It's at 170. I mean, this thing was a $233 stock. It's at 170. This is really cheap, right, Bookie? Yeah, I like it, but wouldn't you like it better at 149, 150? I still think we're filling this gap down here, right there, 120. I would love Apple at 120. I don't know if we're getting there, and even down in here about 103. Guys, we wiped out a lot, and we wiped out $50 right here. Who's to say we can't do another 50? So, we do another 50, guess where we're going to be, guys? Gap fill. So that's where I'm waiting. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't short it. I mean, yeah, with me saying that, you still have a gap fill at 169.05. Maybe that's the bounce area. But again, guys, SPY and everything don't bounce. This thing isn't bouncing. And now the tariff news and Trump doesn't like them, and then now it's all negative on CNBC. Until Buffett comes out and says, I'm buying more Apple over here, and then everyone will be like, oh my gosh, he's a genius. I mean the red iPhone. I mean, I think they're coming out with a blue one, so that should change everything. The blue iPhone or the yellow one. My daughter got a yellow one. I want the yellow one, Daddy. That's the special one. So yeah, nothing really to do. Yeah, I got to see more. I mean, you might get the Christmas rally, or what happens if we get the Christmas dump? And then I've been telling all you guys, weekly 200 MAs are targets. 140 is the target right here. That'd be a pretty sweet area too. We'll have to see. I mean, look at this thing. Fall, and now we're holding. This is a good area of support right here, guys. But until the markets bounce, I think this one's going to chop and then possibly lower. We're gonna see. So just don't, And then if you bought calls right down here, what are they doing right now? They're going to the basement. They're not doing anything. So that's why these markets are tough, and that's why if anything, like CLX, we'll do shorts on that one. All-time highs. Look for those stocks or all-time lows. Let's look where GE is. Is it going lower? Damn. Look at that. We've been waiting patiently. We had one trader here. He got this little bounce, got the hell out, which was the great move. Right back. I still think around $5, $6, guys, and we're slowly bleeding. They're taking everybody out right here who's trying to buy this one. They're taking them out one at a time. Margin call, margin call, margin call. GE at $7. Would you ever have thought that? No, hell no. GE at 12 was cheap. Remember, 12 at 13 was even cheaper. It's at $7, $7.42. Let's see here. Yeah, you like that one, Christopher? No, you know what? I mean, this is a serious business, guys, but man, don't take it that serious. Buy puts on KO and Starbucks. Nah, KO. Let's see, where's that? Yeah, that one's getting a little bit of bounce, but we're in the 20 MA on the daily. You'd expect that, but what a nice pullback here. We're underneath there. The put we were shorting this thing up in this area here. That would have been the time for puts. I mean, you can, I guess, but it is KO. If the markets come in, this will probably stay green, so that's a little bit of tough of a trade. I'm in this one with shares. And that's how I'm trading these guys right now. Because right now, if the markets just chop and go up and down and go nowhere, they're going to kill puts and calls. They're going to take you out on both sides. That's what they're doing. So let's see here. 61.38. Yeah, be rabbit, then cover some of that MCY. Don't even mess around. Great trade. Yeah, I love when they're that easy. Oh, careful on CRM earnings after the bell. Oh, look at that. So if you guys are still short CRM, just hold on. If it pops, we'll add more. If it drops, we'll cover the rest. Okay. Starbucks puts, those are tough too. I'm in a short trade with that one. Is it up today? It's slowly grinding, guys. Downward, that is. It's going to take a little while. Target's still $56, 56.55. So I want to see what the monthly close is. See with the weekly. Yeah, see the weekly, guys? What do we talk about on the weekly? I want to see if this thing continues going up. Never did. Never even had follow through right down. But look what it's holding. That last little pivot. It gets below this. We're just gonna stair step down, and we'll be at 55 soon. Just give it time. Puts, another tough one. Puts, you got to go out 3 months, 4 months. Give yourself some time. Me, I'm in shares, so I got a year I can hold on to this. I can hold on to it for 5 years. Who cares? Starbucks, though, they're going to get a double upgrade and a buyback. Maybe a quad upgrade. Three of the clowns will get together and upgrade this thing. But yeah, I'm holding on. I'm holding strong. I'm a little bit upside down. Big deal. Stretched. Time will come on that one. But puts right now, tough. But Mark, thank you for the CRM. Guys, if you're in CRM, earnings today, if it pops, I'm adding more. If it drops, I'll cover it. Or maybe, I don't know if we'll do a spec play on it, but I'll look at it towards the end of the day. Addes near daily high. Yeah, Addes is going up. No big deal. And it's going right into that area where we talked about the gap fill, gap window. Coming in a little bit more. Not too worried. But we traded this one a couple times. Made some good money. So if it goes up a little more, let it go up. Let it go up. We'll be waiting at the top. What's up, John? What's up, Leo? Michael D, what's up, buddy? Thanks. Yeah, no problem, guys. Yeah, so let's go back to these charts here. Let's go back to the SPY. Yeah, SPY's chopping around, holding this. The problem is at 36 million on the day. Just not a lot of volume, guys. So we came off the lows, chopping around. We did fill the gap. Didn't really get above it. Went to the 618 here, bouncing around. Now we're trying to hold that. If you look at the 60-minute, we're up and sideways. It's a pretty decent bullish pattern, but we're still at the lows, going down low. So micro bullish, macro bearish. Let's see if we can fill this gap up here around the 269 area. Let's see right here, 269.12. That will be your next area, as well as these lows, which we pretty much hit today. This low here becomes really good resistance around 268. That's what we hit the high today and right back down. If you remember, that's what you had as the resistance, 268 area, and then it went to 268.03. Not bad, but they're trying to, they're trying, guys. That's all they could really do here. All right, if you're new to the room, guys, punch up a symbol. We could take a look at it. Anything else with, let me look at, hold on here. Let me look what other earnings are today. Wednesday morning is WB, Tiffany's tomorrow, Burlington tomorrow, Cena, a couple other ones too this afternoon, CRM, GWPH, BJet, BV, Cent, whatever, NTNX, CRM looks like the one though. And then tomorrow, Dix is going tomorrow. What other ones? Cena, Burlington, looks like Chico's, J. Jill, SJM. What else here? Yeah, a couple other WB, Tiffany's. Oh man, what a cream job! This is another one straight up, and then they're just taken to the woodshed. Look at that. Gosh, that's symmetry, guys, right there. Boom, down, boom, down, boom, down. That was another one. Can't help it. Keep shorting. Short everything. Gosh, everything was so flying so high, guys. Oh, my gosh. Now a lot of these high flyers are coming in, so they're not as ripe as before. But now this is what we do. We wait for the retraces back to the highs, and then we short again. Trying to catch this little bounce here. If we get a bounce, we might get a bounce going into New Year's and all that. What happens if we don't get the bounce? Then what, guys? Then all the buy the dippers, they're using margin this time. You know what? Most of the buy the dippers, guys, they're already done. They're all in on whatever trades, Amazon, Facebook, holding on for dear life right now. But I bought the dip all year. I mean, it worked every time. Yeah, it has worked every time. They got everybody conditioned that, hey, just buy the dip and it goes up. But now what happens, and I've been telling you guys this, now you start to go heavier in the trade. Ooh, I'm buying the dip. I'm going big this time, guys. I'm going to show these markets that I'm boss. Market's our boss, guys. No one will ever be the boss. And the next thing you know, you start getting slapped. And that's when the pain comes in. That's when the emotion comes in. That's when the, oh my gosh, I'm down how much? Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden you turn on CNBC and there's a guy talking about Tiffany. I'm downgrading this one. Oh my God, this one's the worst one ever. And then you went long at 135, 136 because another clown was upgrading this thing and they were doing buybacks. And it's Tiffany, guys. You got to do it. But look at the first price target, 105. Second price target, 91. Third price target will be around, I wouldn't say 58. Let's go to the weekly 200 MA. Yeah, 90 bucks. Look at that. Straight up, straight down. Little topping tail too. God, that was a great trade. Got stuck in it a little bit and came right back around though. You know, this is, whoa, it's Tiffany. Triple upgrade. Even Warren Buffett bought up here. You know, so that's what you got to put all the news on the side and then go from there. Lulu, December 5th earnings. People say beat. Maybe. That one's been a high flyer. That one's time is coming, Greg. I'd stay away from that one. You have to look at HRL a couple of times. Yeah, we were looking at HRL. And that's the one with the retrace, I believe. Or retrace to the highs. Where it's like right there. I just can't see the monthly. Yeah, this is the one. Look at that. So it went a little bit higher. Coming in, though. Yeah, I like the $50 area. We're in some shorts. Yeah, that's it. That could be the end of the road for this one. So if anyone caught that one short, just I'd put a stop out. I'd put a stop out above like 47.25-ish area. If it goes there, then it's probably going to go to 50. I don't know if they had earnings or if they're going to have earnings. But yeah, so yeah, we looked at that one though a couple of times. But yeah, look at that though, double top holding, 45.70. It pierced it, went up to 46, next even number, and straight down. And today I think it's got a pretty much beat down today a little bit. Oh yeah, they must have had earnings today. That's right, 43. But gosh, if you would have traded that one at 46, 43, that wouldn't have been a bad trade. It's been covering here. Look at that, nice retrace to what? The inside bar here, guys. Look where it's stopping at the top of this bar. So I think more pain coming on this one. Price target. I think this is the one. If it popped, we would have shorted. If it dropped, so be it. 35 bucks, guys, is the price target on this one. So if you're short this one, hold on, baby. Markets pull back. This will go lower. Period. All right, guys. That's it. Yeah. So nice one, Toyo Strike. I like that. I like the setup. I think it was earnings was today or whenever it was. I just wanted to wait a little bit higher. Oh well, if it goes down, then we'll be looking for bounce areas. I thought you would be more concerned about tariff meeting. Nah, John. You know what? When you master technical analysis and use strict money management, that shit doesn't bother me. But now what I'm doing, John, is just kind of sitting back now. I want this news to settle in. The SPY's really not giving us anything other than choppy action. So really, for me, there's not much to do. Maybe some intraday stuff. You know, we went long on Apple yesterday. We went long on Amazon yesterday. Those trades are off the table. We'll short a couple other ones. We added a new short trade today, and we're just going to go slow and steady. We're still in this lower range until we get above maybe 271 in this area, then maybe. And if it goes up, it's going up without me. I'll wait up here to short again because the time will come. Maybe gap fill at 287 if we get there. MCY guys, if you're not taking anything off the table, the thing hit 55 bucks right now. Please take something off. Starting to crack that little bit of area. I'm going to get my thing ready here. That's why I just make it simple. I'm done with the stress. I'm done with this. I'm done. You know, I'm done with a lot of stuff. After our shares. All right, hold on here. All right, there we go. All right, cool. But right now I'm too old to be stressed, guys. I want nice, easy trades. I don't want ones that I'm white knuckling and oh my gosh, like buy the dip right now. It's worked for so long. And now you buy it and you're just sitting there going, okay, markets, come on, let's go, buy the dip, come on. That's all we do, just buy the dip. And then all of a sudden the markets pull back a little more. Next thing you know, the markets are retesting 263, then 260. And buy the dip, guys, and any of these stocks not working. Facebook goes lower, Apple goes lower, Tesla's going lower, Google's going lower, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Buy the dip's not working. And then most people are in with margin, way too big of positions, white knuckling it, stressing out, emotions taking over. I bought the dip and it's not working. You know, I've been there yelling at the screen. If you yell at the screen, doesn't mean anything, guys. Doesn't mean anything. So yeah, no, I don't. Those meetings, I don't even have CNBC on today. I got nothing on today. I think I have Trump in my Twitter feed, and that's about it. I missed it yesterday. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Have a nice one for you, John. LANC monthly high flyer, stretch from the 20. Is it LANC? LANC. I looked at this one, Wilson. Yeah, just not enough. We looked at this one yesterday. It's got to go a little bit more. There's certain things that I look at for high flyers. I like what you're looking at. It's got to go more. I mean, I was 200 on this one. Look where earnings are on this one, LANC. If earnings are coming up and it pops to 200, 210, then you short this one. But it's not yet. It's got to go a little bit more, guys. I mean, I like it, but I still think I would like it better at 190, 195, 200, even at 200, because then if it goes to 210, 220, you get your average price around 210, and then the 178 would be your target, and then 162. Even this gap fill right here at 164. Not yet, though. Yeah, I think we looked at this one, just not. And the other thing is this: the 20,000 shares. It's like AZO. That just keeps freaking going up and up and up and up. This one will come in. I've traded this one a bunch of times. So yeah, but yeah, just yeah, Wilson, I like what you're looking at, but just not. It's got to go a little more. They're not all the charts aren't the same. I see, you know, the monthly. Oh no, actually no. What was I looking at? The weekly? Hold on here. LANC, or was I looking at the daily? I was looking at the daily. Hold on here. Hold on. Ah, yeah, gosh. Yeah, I was looking at 200. Ah, man. Yeah, no, I do like this one. Let's look at the daily again. Weekly. Let's see check on earnings. Yelling at the screen, right? Though. I guarantee everybody who's watching right now, punch in here. Have you yelled at the screen? You son of a bitch. Every time I buy you, you go the wrong way. I know you have. If you're all traders in here, I know it. Yeah, this one isn't bad. The only thing I don't like this 20,000 crap. Look when earnings are. January 24th on this one. Let's see if we go a little more. I just don't like this volume, 20,000 shares traded. It's like AZO. So it could push a little higher, but my God. This one's getting ripe. 200 would probably be, it probably won't go to 200 because that's where everyone's waiting. 190 would have been even nice. Damn. Let's see, monthly chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's see if we could go one more in the December to 200. Keep this one on your radar. If you see it, send me one. Send me an email. Yeah, that's a good one though, Wilson. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely stretched. Because see how it was stretched here? That's what I was saying. And then it came back in. Now it's even further stretched from here. But this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're only in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it could go up maybe another month or two. Just keep this one on the radar, guys. We'll keep a close eye on it. Did you short one share? That's all right. We got it. Unless you got a small account, be right. You could go in a little more than that. You know, if you're going to do, say you're going to do 10 shares of this one, you know, maybe do 2 here, 2 at 195, and then really start adding after 200. Get that average price up. But yeah, you'll do all right. Puts maybe. Maybe go out 6 months on a put call, on a put position, but buy yourself some time. This could go up for another month or two. Just keep it steady. Keep it steady, guys. Yelling at the screen, right? CNB said headlines this hour, Santa Claus rally. Yeah, potential. Yeah, see what they're doing, Mark? They're going to bring Buffett on any minute, guys. Watch for the Buffett sighting. I think I did look at that one, Leo. I have so many emails you wouldn't believe. From all my trolls, from stock twits, from everywhere. I think I get over 100 a day, guys. So if I missed your email, put if you send me an email with a ticker, make sure it's just Twitter, John. Laugh. Yeah, exactly. If you send me an email, just put like high flyer all in the subject, all the symbols too that you're looking at, so I know it's one of you guys. I get so much stuff and crap too. Let's see. Yeah, seeing Santa Claus yelling at the screen. You like that, Michael D? Yeah, Hefbound start flying at the, yeah, everybody. And if you're not saying something here, guys, everyone's yelling, "You son of a bitch," every time, Apple. I bought the dip and you're going lower. Do you know how many screens probably got smashed in the last couple of weeks? You know how many people trying to buy the dip on Apple? And here we are, guys, just waiting. We did yesterday, made a little bit of money. It came back down on us with the news after hours. That kind of killed. That trade probably would have bounced. But honestly, if you're long Apple, as long as it doesn't break this little tail here, you're all right. But if it starts breaking that in the 169 area, then you're going lower. It's not a bad area to go long. Market's got to go higher. And I almost kept that quarter position just for that, just to say that. But you know what? I still was green on that trade. I was like, you know what? I'm taking the money. I don't care. I'd rather come down, let it buy at 169 or even 160 down in here. But 169 gap fill fills there. Maybe I'll give it another shot. But we'll see. You still have a little bit of a gap fill down here too at 165. At the end of the day, it could be 150. So it's got to set up, guys. A couple days sideways, still not telling us too much. A little bit down though today. So I'm just going to, news is surrounding this one right now. Not going to stick around on this one. Yeah, Toyo strike. Yep. That's when the F-bombs start flying. Yeah. You're yelling at the screen. It's like, why am I yelling at the screen? There's nobody here. Short one share. I'll keep close eye on it. Yeah, there you go. Be rabbit. One share, baby. Hey, it's still a risk. Still putting some hard-earned cash at it. All right, so to check the email, FLI emails you. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I see it. No, I appreciate that, Leo. Yeah, send me emails. Just send me on the subject line what you're looking at stuff so I know it's some of you guys. Thoughts on MO. Let's look at MO. MO getting the beat down. Let's go look at the weekly. I'm going to go to bigger time frames, guys, just to see here. You're trying to hold this. I think we talked about this one yesterday. As long as it holds at 53.96, which we're a little bit below it now, it's got to hold that. If not, then you're going to go retest these guys down in here, 47. Well, 50 because it's a big round number. You're below the MA's weak stance, a little bit stretched, so I wouldn't doubt we get a little bit of retrace coming up. But if the markets sell, the SPY and everything dump, it's going to have a hard time retracing. If we get green and we go into the Santa Claus rally, this will retrace. If we get nothing but more selling, this will be a $50, then a $47 stock. I like double bottom down here, just not yet though. You got to have the market direction, guys. Let's take a retrace from this area to the highs. Yeah, we're even below the retrace area, so that's even looking a little bit weaker. Yeah, bottom line, you got to get back above this pivot around 54 and then recapture 55, and then maybe up. Yeah, Andy, just be careful with this one. I mean, that got the beat down. If you're short from up in here, make sure you're taking some off. That would have been a nice trade. Let's see here. PM's at 84. Oh, man. A Long day again today, guys. Kids are killing me lately with Christmas coming up. They're all out of control. All right, let's see here. All right, MO, just Twitter, John. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, do that. Just put, hey, dummy. Hey, StockBookie, dum. Look at this one. And I'll talk about the next day. Carlo, there are no signs of recession source. Yeah, of course there's no signs. What, Mark, what are they supposed to say? They're never going to say. I mean, remember Trump before he came president? We're in the biggest bubble ever in the history of the market. And now he's like, look at me, I'm the best. Markets are going higher. No bubble in sight. Now there's a bubble in sight, guys. Just a matter of when it's going to blow up. Then everyone can blame the Fed and this and that and blah, blah, blah. CBRL. I think we looked at this one before. Another one. Woo! Going higher. Just how we like it. We'll be waiting. Oh man, these are other ones. Did they have earnings or anything? These guys. Wilson, did this have earnings or anything? Possibly today. Is it just looking at the action? Let's see at the 10-minute action. Yeah, because it gapped down and man just took off. Or did they have a buyout or something? Someone look on here, see if we have earnings or what the news was here. Did it have earnings? Let me look. See if I can find anything. Earnings, CBRL after the close and before the open tomorrow. Yeah, so they had earnings. Yeah. Let's look at the monthly on this. Yeah, see, this is the one where we were not. I like it though, guys. Little. You know, I mean, you can almost make a case here, but if you take it off all the tops, yeah, let's see if we go little. I mean, you could start a position on this one, knowing that just like the other one we looked at, what the LANC. That it could go to 190, 200, especially if the market slowed down and we start going up. Apparently, they had pretty decent earnings or something like that. Because, man, straight, from straight down to straight up. But, man, my gosh, I mean, I like this one. Yeah, let's see if we go a little bit more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up. 155 would be the price target on the weekly. Monthly price target 158. Still not bad though. 60, 70, 80. Still 10% move down. Let's see if we get a little bit more, guys. I like what you're looking at there though. Yeah, Wilson. If you want to open up a small position, you can. I would love to see 190, another $5-6. I mean, I know I'm splitting hairs here, guys. We did come up on there. Let's see the daily. I want to see what the gap looked like. Man, we need the markets to come in on this trade. Look at this though. 141 to 140, $42, $43 rip up with a little bit of a pause there, then right back up. Monthly. Yeah, I got to see a little more, guys. I want to see in the 190s. But yeah, I love that. Good one. Good one, Wilson. Target for Alta, thinking 285-ish. Yeah, ha. 250 actually. If you really want to be a pig. Right? No, let's see. Let's move that up to there. Let's see if I can take this one down here. Yeah, 290, 285 is not bad. At the end of the day, on the monthly or on the weekly, 271. If it's pulling back. I pulled half off of Alta already. We had that one drop that one day, and I was just like, get me out. And then Alta popped up again, and I added more. Make it simple, guys. So, yeah, because and then of course it went up on me big time. But yeah, we added at 291. Well, we started the position at 291.78. We sold half at 275.47. When it went back up to 291.78 again, we added more. Went to 305, we added a little bit more. At 320, I added a little bit more. So, you know, she just starts hitting 320 and stuff like that. I mean, even, yeah, let's see if we get a little bit more. I think we can, I think easily 280 to 270 down in here. Just the way, you know, just looking at the last couple candles on the weekly. Have to see where the daily close or where the weekly close is. We're back below the 20 MA, getting a little bit weak, but even, yeah, 285 is not bad either. Because what I would do, I would, you know, take off half again and then just hold half. But then, you know, I'm already up, you know, 15, 16, you know, $17 on this trade I made the first half. So then I started adding again, and now I'm, you know, pretty much back in the money again. So that's how I did, you know, just easy. No stress. Okay, wow, I got to add more. It's going up in my face. Not a heavy position. Lighter positions, easier to handle the emotions, guys. Bottom line. I still have half position in Alta. Yeah, there you go. See, I added back in, guys. I meant, you know, I took the half off when it went to 320. That was the last half. So on 319, right here, I added more at 320. Actually, 320.83. So I got my average cost up even higher. Now I'm in the driver's seat. This one pulls back. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit lower. 270. Man, I'd love to get 275 again. And then take the half, maybe even 3/4 of the position off, and then hold a quarter. And see if we get a little bit more. Monthly Alta, yeah, 246 is even the price target there. Look at that. We're not now. At this point, we're well below the, you know, I'll double top. But if we could close below this 289 on the monthly close, which is, you know, not too far away, that'd be even better for this short. So honestly, this thing could go back to 190, 200. I'm going to try to hold these as much as I hate holding them a little bit longer, because, you know, if you hold this stuff, if you hold stocks longer in the markets, they have a better chance of taking your money. That's why you're trying to just get in, get out. Boom, boom. In and out. Yes, earnings was today. Yeah, so that one, CBRL. I like the setup, but let's see if we can, if the markets stay buoyant, this one could keep, you know, keep steamrolling here. It is on earnings too, so let this thing settle down a little bit. Let's see if we could get that one more push to maybe 190, and then we're into the trend line. Every time it hits it, guys, going right back down. So this one's getting closer. So let's wait for that one. Yeah. So B-Rabbit, yeah, thinking 285-ish. Yeah, if you're in the, you know, if you feel like pulling it off there, pull half of the half off and hold a quarter. Maybe we get another $10 out of this one. GS, yeah, GS just getting the shit kicked out of it. GS holding the 190, which is the 618 support. I still think we're coming down here somewhere. Nothing to do with this. If you're short, keep holding. I can't short down here. The short was right up here where we had the retrace and then the slam down. There's nothing to do for me. We're chopping around this lower range. This one's actually setting up for lower prices. This 20 MA will keep curling in the. If this doesn't start going soon, then it's just setting up for more pain. Especially if we get through this holiday season and everything just kind of sits and does nothing, I think we're setting up for a big fall in the beginning of the year. But we are holding the 618. If we retrace, I'll be shorting this one again. That's how I'm going to play it. I'm not messing around right now, guys. I'm not going to try to get cute to go long and, you know, and then buy calls. If you bought calls, you're getting killed right now. It's going nowhere in any of these stocks. You got a pretty good bounce in NVIDIA. You'd expect that. Google went negative. Tesla just chopping around. Amazon's trying to do something. Not much, though. So you got to watch for that, too. What else here? I don't know if my stuff's pausing, guys. Let's see something here, though. All right, let's see here. ANTM. ANTM. Yeah, nothing here. Let's look at a monthly. Ooh, not bad. All right, let's go back. Let's see if there's anything back here to look at. Nope. Look at that tower. Jeez. See how it was extended here? Comes right back down. Boom, right back up. And let's see if it's stalling out here. 2 dojis in a row on the monthly. Man, 291. Yeah, I just did 300. It still could go up a little bit more. So be careful with this one. I like the setup. I like what you're looking at. But it could go a little bit more before it comes in. I mean, we haven't touched it in a while. See how we were stretched here from the 20? And it still came down, but didn't touch it. Now we're making one more run. I'd like to see one more squeeze, and then we do it. But that's another one, too. That one's not a bad one either. Is everything going okay with the charts and everything, guys? Just say yes. I got a little spinner here. I got this guy here spinning around like it's telling me like it's trying to do something. So I'm not really sure if you guys are going. So everything's going okay? All right, good. Looking to short forward. All right, cool. All right, guys. All right, that's it. All right, cool. Hey, there's a lot of people in here. Donkey Boy, are you in here too? Say yes. Oh, man. Looking at short forward. Let's look at forward. Let's see. And the short would have been here. Look at this. Nice bounce. Get the retrace up to the highs again. That would have been the short. It's not bad. Nah, don't touch it. I mean, it's all right. I mean, this would have been the short up here. Or up in here. Look at a weekly. Yeah, you don't want to short stuff when they're at the lows. I mean, we're hanging on for this for dear life, this $8.83. If that gives out, yes, we could go lower. But, you know, as this one was retracing here, this would have been the area. And then you get the down, then you get the retrace to the highs. That would have been the area to short. It is a while back, but that would have been it. I mean, now you're in a downtrend. This would have probably been a better area to short right here. But the short at 932, you know, and when you got the lows at $8, I mean, you're still going to get a buck out of this trade. But, you know, if you have to short it, then you got to stay below the MAs. If it stays below the MAs, then you have a better chance of this one falling. So it's not the best one. You know, I'm looking at stocks at the all-time highs, not at the, you know, 52-week lows to short. That's what you got to do, bud. You know, this would have been the short. Right here would have been the short. Now, if this retraces back to $11, $11.50, even to this pivot here at $12.15, that's where you short. But right down here, nah, leave it alone. If the markets get a bid and we float through, you know, December, this can possibly go up. So just be careful, guys. Just be careful. All right, hold on here. Let me see something. Yeah, what's going on here? All right, guys, hold on a second here. All right, yeah, so Ford, yeah, just had earnings. Yeah, nothing to do with that. Let this thing settle down. If anything, we'll look for a long area. You know, maybe it gets a bounce. You know, we'll look for some bounce areas in this one. Yeah, but you don't want to short it once it's down here. I mean, yeah, it could go to $1, but, you know, that was in 2009. So stays above the 884, it's probably pretty good to go higher. If it cracks the 884 and starts cracking through the 821, then you're probably going to, you know, $7 or so. And then again, we'll be looking, if it goes to 5, we'll be looking to go long and forward. Play it that way. Can decide to short Facebook and Apple or not. Apple, we just covered our short in Apple. Don't do it. Yeah, you're in great support down in here. Let Apple go lower, then we'll go long. Just be patient on these. We got the 169.05 gap fill, so if it does go lower, that's the next area of support. And then the next area support's around 160 and then 165. So, I mean, a short Apple now, short Apple would have been up here. But you know how CNBC was hyping it. Got to buy Apple. Buffett's buying Apple. Even Tepper bought Apple. Even Buffett's grandma's uncle's brother bought Apple. You know, so yeah, let it go up and let it retrace, and we'll reshort it again. Facebook, nah, Facebook too. How can you short Facebook when it's down at the lows? I mean, I let it retrace, then short. Don't. That's what they want everyone to do right now, guys. They're loading up on the shorts, and then they're going to manufacture a short squeeze. And everybody who bought all in on their shorts on Facebook, Apple, they're just going to squeeze their heads off. And then it will go up, and as soon as you take all the pain, you're going to cover your short, which makes the stock go higher, and then you'll go long in it, and then start chasing it, and that's when they're going to turn it, and then they're going to slam it in your face. That's what these guys are doing right now. They're holding these stocks here, waiting for more shorts to pile in, because you got to go short now. Couldn't have gone short up here because this is where all the hype was. Got to go short down here. So yeah, let it. I mean, we're holding support. This could definitely still go higher. I got to see what the weekly chart tells me on a lot of this stuff. So now we're starting to catch a bid again, starting to go up. You know, we have what 2 hours and 20 minutes left in the market. With what do we have? 43 million on the SPY, massive volume. So you got to watch that. Yeah, Chris, just be careful. Don't short those yet. No, don't touch them. Let them go up and then short the retrace. If they go down, then we'll be looking for areas to buy. You know, this was the short right here. That was the big short. I mean, all of them. Amazon. They're all getting pretty much creamed. Amazon still has more to go though, guys. I still wouldn't rule out a bounce leading to more selling, but we'll see. Right now, there's really no direction, guys, in these markets. Nothing. David, AMD going lower or breaking out? AMD's really not telling me anything at this point. It looks like it's about to break out. That's what everyone's starting to think. But you're in some major resistance up here, guys. Major. Then you have a gap fill right up here too. Right now you're just kind of chopping up and down, doing really nothing. And now it's pulling back a little bit more. Let's see, 10-minute. You know, here was the area, and we pulled back, and now it's just kind of chopping. You're still in the lower range. If you look at the daily chart, you're still down sideways, lower range. You're really not out of trouble yet. You know, until we fill this gap at 22.81 and start going for the 50 MA, we're still in this lower range. We did make a low, a higher low. So, you know, here's your trend line that you got to watch if it goes lower. And then you have the 200 MA that's been holding. So if the 200 MA gives out and this trend line gives out, most likely lower prices. But right now, here's your trend line. And look what we went right into it and then rejected. So that's something to watch. But no, there's really nothing to do. I mean, again, I see what people are looking at. This was a $34 stock, and now it's at 21. It's got to go higher. No, it could actually set up to go lower. You know, so did anyone ever think, you know, it went from $9 to 34 and everyone was, oh, it's got to go higher. Maybe. I don't know. But, you know, even me, I was short around 23.50, I think it was, getting my ass kicked. Went up, 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 up. It was like, oh, Jesus. But my position wasn't massive. I can handle a lot of pain. Came right back in, had earnings. I'm out. I'm done. I think I took $4 on that trade, $5. I was in pain, holding my breath. That's where it's like, you know what? I'd just get it off my watch list. I didn't want to look at this one anymore. Next thing you know, boom, got paid. I'm out. I don't have no position in this one. Zero position in AMD. I covered it, I believe, on this fall right here. I think it was this one or one of these candles here. I would have to look, but got paid. Boom, held white knuckle in it. Hate those trade. I could imagine if I would have went all in, you know, or half my account, I would have been done. I would have took the loss and said, all right, give it a shot. Said, wasn't bad. I mean, it was bad, but not that bad. Came in, done. Let it bounce around. Now it's going to tell me what to do. If it comes back down, I'll be going long. If it goes up into this area again, I'll be looking to go short again. Just make it simple, guys. Wait for the retraces short. Goes down, wait for the bounce. You know, wait for the bounce areas to go long. Make it simple. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, it's not doing anything yet. It's trying. It's got to get over 22.23, and then the 20. This gap fill right here around 22.79. It's got to get above 23, and then maybe higher prices. That's it. I want to stick this one. Put that at that high pivot. You're still trying to stay above the 382 as well. So if it can hold the 2090, great, or even $20, great. But we'll have to see what this one does on the weekly close. That's what I'll be watching. So I still have half position in Alta. Yeah, that's perfect. Hold that baby. Hold Alta. Yes, earnings BMO. BMO. What's BMO? BMO. Yeah, jeez. This a high flyer even? Everything was a high flyer. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Down, retrace the top. Boom, right back down. Gosh, if it can't hold the 73.64, you're probably going to 68 and 55 on this one. Nothing for me to do. Already pulled back. Next big area, $70, 68.55, 66.27 for support. We did get below this high pivot too, so that's a little bit ugly as well. Monthly chart though, we already hit the first target, second target 68, third target will be 55. Weekly 200 MA, where is that at? 68, yeah. So 68, and then this doubled bottom here around 66.77 will probably be the end of the road for this one. And then maybe a bounce. If markets bounce, this will bounce. If not, this will continue selling. Then you're going to have some gaps to fill down in here. End of the day, it could be a $62 stock, guys. I'm coming off a high pivot straight back down. That's usually means lower prices ahead. So be careful with the BMO. Yes. The rest of everything looks good. Looks good. F doesn't move. Yeah, F's a tough one. Caught lows on CNBC. Thanks, John. No problem, buddy. Laugh out loud. Like the worst spread around. Let's see. John, looks like the worst spread around. The chat room is filling up. Yeah, we got 32 people in here today. Not too many. I wasn't really pushing it today, so still kind of under the water. So sick, that is. So lots of gap upside for Apple. Yeah, expect to fill. Yeah, Apple will have its time. Guys, if the markets continue to sell, Apple's going lower. Apple's going to 141 at least. Don't trust this crap. They come in, and we were long Apple yesterday. I wish the news didn't come out because we probably could have caught a bid today. But, they're trying. They're trying to hold this 172 area. You got to get above that 174 area to continue higher. And then you got the trend line here around 175. And you got a gap to fill around 176. You are stretched from the 20 on all the time frames. I get that. If it moves up, then we'll be looking for to short this thing again. That's how you got to play these. To go long, yeah. If it goes up, you look like a genius. But if this just clicks over and starts tanking again, then it's like, great. Shouldn't have bought, because right now everyone's getting the itchy trigger finger. I need more. I need a stock. I need to be in the 10 trades. I don't care. Buy the dip. Who cares? So yeah, there's tons of gaps up here. So you got big resistance going up, and you got big support going down. So now it's just a matter of, does this beat down name get beat up a little more? You're even into the 20 MA on the monthly, but still look 138 down here. I still think we're coming down here to fill some gaps. You get a big candle like that on Apple even. That's ugly. That's some technical damage done right here with this candle. And coming up with a couple days left of the month. So we'll see. IWM's coming a little bit. SPY's trying to catch a bid. Markets are trying, guys. 44 million on the SPY. What would you expect, guys? Pretty much a dull day. I was thinking 15 to 16. Thank you for AMD. Yeah, 15. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I bought puts on AMD, $20 strike, 12.21. Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough trade going through the holidays. Bottom line, markets got to pull back. Markets pull back, that will help the trade. I still think with this, with the trend lines, you can still see a little bit better with this, coming from the gap fill, the high, right into it today. Now, if it gets above gap fill at 28.48 and the 22 area, then maybe it goes up to fill the gap here at 22.76. It's a tough trade. That's why I covered it. I don't have a position in this right now. People buy the dip on this one. You did make a low high or a low, then a higher low, and you're trying to get above that trend line. If you can't get above that trend line, then watch for base and then for higher prices, or reversal candle right back to the lows. If the market starts selling, this will dump back down to 16 or so. But yeah, the 12.21, that's a tough one, especially going through the light. If we go light volume through December, this will probably just go nowhere. But again, who knows? We get some tariff news right now and the whole markets fall apart. You never know, guys, what can happen in these markets. Or he comes out and, maybe Trump will start buying stocks and bonds. He'll just use his money to prop it up. Nah, the Fed's propping it up. No one's using their money to prop this crap up. Who in their right mind would do that? All right. Yeah, Goldman Sachs, this is Uncle Jerome. Can you buy stocks today, please? Yeah. You owe us for the bailout. We gave you $13 billion, in 2009. They're going to be like, who is this? Uncle Jerome? No, you got the wrong number, bro. So, yeah, that's a tough one, David. You're in a good resistance right here. So you got that. But if this thing could get above that, then you're probably going to go up to 25. And then, for me, maybe 28. If markets fall apart, then we'll be looking to go long at this one eventually. I'm not going to hop on the short train. We were short, like I said, got the beat down, came in, took my money, and now I'm done. I'll look at this one another time. I'm going to try to wait patiently. John, can you go over about stock hitting a high retracing and going back up and then lights out? Go over yeah, I could do that. Is the price being inside the big red candle? That's to let you know that it's going down. Yeah, to a certain point. What do we look at here? Was it BMO? Nope. Which one? ATN? CBRL? Was it? No. Let's see. That's a daily. Yeah, on retraces, it's all different. Retraces are different. How it moves up, how many candles it moves up, time counts, double tops, even numbers. Guys, I want to find a good example here. That's not too good. Let's see, GS. Where was the one? ALANC? Was that the one? Nope. I forgot what we were looking at. Did they have one? No. It was on the monthly. I forgot which stock it was. Yeah. Gosh. CBRL. Yeah, you could look at it in this one. See how you get the breakdown here? So basically what happens is a lot of people are buying up here, okay? You got double top coming on. You got the 175 even number. That's going to be resistance. And then you get the breakdown here, okay? The breakdown is with volume. Okay, so a lot of people got stuck up here. So when this thing comes back around, for me, you want the retrace to the top right away. It's called an inside bar retrace short play. Since this thing closed back below this bar here, down in this one, it's holding support at the 50 MA though. You got to realize that this is monthly chart closes. So then you start catching a bid. So at one point with this big inside bar with volume, you get a lot of suckers that got stuck up there. Okay. So when it retraces back up to that inside bar, that red bar, because where a lot of people who bought here, they got ripped right here, and a little bit of a retrace, and it fell down a little bit more. So anyone who was buying up here, they're dumping down here the weak hands. They're like, holy crap, I can't do this anymore. Now retraces. So all the people that bought up here that were losing money when it was down here, they all got their money back. They're like, ooh, the pigs now, the pigs who are going to get slaughtered, they're going to hold on because, man, I bought this thing at 177. We're at 182. I held on for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months. This thing's, and they just did an double upgrade on this thing, so I'm going to have to hold. Then they'll give it an upgrade, a buyback, earnings were good, blah, 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 to hold them in a little bit longer. But then all of a sudden we hit this trend line here, where in the last couple times we've been falling apart. Even this one here, see this big red bar, red bar, red bar, we retrace back up. You know how many bag holders got stuck in here from this gap up? They start selling right here. And then it starts chugging along. Then the other guys are like, oh, it's going to go higher. It's got to. Then all of a sudden it doesn't. Then these guys start selling over here too then. So that's why here you want it's nice to have a big inside bar, red bar, because there was selling pressure in here. But when it comes back up there again, you got everyone who was stuck here, even stuck here and even stuck here. They all become sellers because, man, they've been holding on for months, if not years. Or it's like, you know what, just get me the hell out of this thing. Now all of a sudden you got a light volume name with nothing but sellers because they're just taking their money. Next thing you know, click, and then we get, kind of like OSTK. Oops, OSTK. This wasn't as bad. I'm saying, though, they get everyone stuck in here, and then bam, they just slam them, and then they just keep slamming them. That one. What was another one? AAOI. Another one where they just, brought it all up, all the bag holders. So every little pop up here, everyone's just like, you know what, just get me the hell out of this thing. At least I got $50 out of it. Because when it was down, if they bought somewhere up in here and this thing's down at 23, they're like, oh my gosh, this thing pops to 50. They're just like, you know what, I'm done. Just get me out of this thing. This is a great inside bar too. Never even made it. I mean, if this would have went back to 65, even up in here 70, I'd have been shorting this one again. Never made it. Right back down. God, this is still unbelievable. Everyone was laughing at 100. I think our short was around 90. Well, at this different 90 to 20. Still made money. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, so that's where you're looking for the retrace. Kind of like this one too. It retraces back up. But you want, there's a couple more things to look at, but you want to look at the Fibonacci, from the high bar, retraces to the 618. That's what you're looking at, or the 750, right back down. See how many people are stuck in here, stuck in there on the retrace? This one bounced back up too. Oh, here we go. I remember on StockTwits, here we go. Load the house. AOI is going back to 100. And it clicked right over and frickin' never looked back. Look at GoPro. There's a lot of bag holders in this one too. This one just never did anything. But you know what it did though? Caught the double bottom here. Nice bounce. Got everybody sucked in right here. Inside bar. Everyone trying to buy this thing, buy the dip. Finally got the dip. Everybody chased, and then they just took it to the house. They killed a lot of people in this GoPro. Look at that, $100 stock, guys. It's at $5. This cleaned out a lot of people. Just took them out. Snap. Taking people out. $30. This thing's a $6 stock. Excuse me. Fit. That was another one. It's Fitbit. It's got to go up. Another one. 50. It's $5. And then look, they did it on this one too, guys. They did the retrace. Got everybody on. Oh, here it goes. Then they probably given it double upgrade. Kramer probably came on. Time to buy Fit. I have it in my charitable trust. And then Slamola. I think Loco was another one, another IPO. I think that one's doing now. God, we looked at this one the other day, but look at that, $40 straight down. Bearish pattern, just chopping. Not doing much. So, yeah, so that's what we're looking for, Wilson. Yeah, he might be, Natalie. You never know. You never know. Like Goldman was telling everyone to go long. And oil. Back in... Here, look at USO. Goldman was telling everyone to go long right here. Actually, it was right here. Slamola. And then they told everyone to go long right here. And we were shorting this thing. Jeez. But that's what all the clients are going long and they're shorting in their face. It's crazy. So, and then eventually it'll get a bounce. It's trying. But I still think we have a little more pain to go on the USL. Yeah, Wilson. You know what? I'll do some more private stuff for the members, and we'll go over more trades like that. But that's pretty much what you're looking for, because you get a lot of people holding the bag here. Like you think a lot of people are holding the bag right here now? You know, from after a double upgrade, oil's going higher till, next year. And oh my gosh. And guys, Uncle Jerome, Grandma Yellen, Bernanke, Greenspan, the central bankers around the world cannot handle higher oil prices right now. It's not part of the equation. Why do you think oil came down so quickly, guys? They found out when oil was up here, the economy was stalling out big time. So where's the next stimulus coming from? Oil. Just like here, and I keep showing you guys this. This is where QE3 ended. Right here. Where was oil? At the lows. Then they figured, holy shit, economy still sucks ass. Let's bring it down more. We were long oil right here. I consulted a big player. We were long. Made a ton of money right here. Okay. And then, came back and took off. Right now, if we come back down here, I'm going to be long oil again. Maybe going into the summer. I hope we hit bottoms right around the January, February. I'll be loading up long again. That's what we're going to do here. Yeah, Trump is short in the next mar. You never know, guys. You never know. Holding bags and broken monitors. Yeah, right. Exactly. Been there. You want to take a bat to the monitor, but then you get the light volume action. Look at the IWM. I mean, this is the crap you're going to get right now. The blue holding double bottom. We're good again. We're good again, Uncle Jerome. Just don't worry. Just buy the dip. So we're holding those lows. We're holding the 200 MA, and we get the big candle, the big green bean. Oh, and then will it lead to more selling pressure? Maybe. These are markets, guys. You just can't. You just let them play out. Not a big deal. Let everything go up. If everything goes up, great. We'll be shorting. We'll be waiting at the top to short again. That's how I'm doing it, at least. Autodesk, this one's still going. I see markets go up. Where does this one go? See how the SPY's grinding for the last 40 minutes? This one's still grinding. So this one can keep grinding. Let it grind. I don't care. We're all right. So we did hit the. I think we did fill the gap finally. 43. No, we did. Where's the gap here? No, 42.86. So we did fill the gap on this one. So I believe we filled the gap. So let's see what happens here. Great resistance here. Doesn't mean it can't hold. I mean, we're up $4 today, and it's Autodesk. So we'll see. Next area, like I said, 147, then the 150 area. Then we'll take it from there. You got a little bit of a trend line up in here. Yeah, that's around 150, so that wouldn't be too bad. So watch for that. Let's see if we get a little bit higher. Again, markets pull back. This will pull back. Market stays slow like this. Everything will stay slow. See how the market's pulling back a little tiny bit? What's this one doing? Pulling back. But they have it pegged above the moving averages, and it just keeps grinding. It's Autodesk. Same with AutoZone, too. It's AutoZone. First candle straight up and then nothing. 154,000 traded. What was the other one? Oh, Alta. Alta's finally coming back a little bit. But don't worry. Buy the dip. It's at the lows. That one should start falling a little bit more. All right, let's get a handle on some of this other stuff here. So MCY, if you guys are in that trade, make sure you're covering half of that one. Take some, or you could take the full thing off. I'm going to try to get another buck or two out of it. That was one we were shorting, guys. Oh, this is the one maybe we're looking at here. This is the one with the retrace. It was still a nice retrace, though. Yeah, not the same. But see how it comes in. Everybody's holding the bag. Retraced it, holding the bag, comes back in. A year later, year and a half later, comes right back to those same areas. A bunch of the bag holders are like, give me my money back. I'm done. And then slam right back down. We'll be looking. Hopefully, we get to 54 or so. I'll cover this half of the half. I'll hold a quarter position, maybe get it to $50 or so. This was a nice one from around $60, $61. My members got in. So far, pulled back. Daily chart. Look at that nice pullback. Oh yeah, this is a better one, Wilson, right here. Look at this. So you have the inside bar, retraces to the top here. They all don't work the same, guys. Market started coming in. That's when this thing started pulling back. But then you line it up with the monthly and the weekly and see how that going. But that's a nice one. Boom. You never get to the top, or you get right to the top, never pierces it, then lights out. And then, yeah, 53. And then here's this one. This is another inside bar here. If it closes below this low, around 52 bucks, we're going to fill this gap right here. We fill the gap, I'll be done with this trade. Let's see here. Maybe, thank you. That's right. Holding bags. Yep. Hey, John, could you look at DAL, please? Approaching resistance around $60 level, but not exactly a high flyer. Let's look at it. UAL was a high flyer. That thing was flying. That thing got me too, that little bitch. So, yeah, still, I like it though. I was looking at some of the airlines the other day. They all pretty much have the same thing here. They're just an ascending, kind of not a triangle, but just making higher highs, just kind of gliding. Yeah, 60 bucks, not bad. If you want to start doing something here, it's not bad either. But the only thing with the airlines though now, guys, is the gas is going down with the USO getting beat up and gas prices going lower. That could help these guys out. They are at all-time highs though. So I'm trying to, UAL, I got beat up a little bit. Let's see if we get that to the double top, 60 bucks. Let's see if we get another buck or two on this one. But I love it though. Nice retrace back up right to the big areas where, people were buying on the chasing it up. And then they got slammed down going, oh my gosh, I'm down 10 bucks on this trade. And then right back up. Oh, I'm the king. I'm the best. I'm the big picture expert. And then they're piling in here, not realizing that's resistance, and all these bag holders are, get me the hell out. But again, with the gas prices going down, that could help these stocks a little bit more. Tesla's positive now. Everything's going up again, guys. Market's catching a bid on the no volume rally. Ooh, even the Dow is green now. Woo woo. BA is green now. There must be more news out there, guys. It's the China trade deal. They're close. They're close this time. Natalie, can we look at Disney? They're rolling out their own streaming service in 2019 and pulling all their content from Netflix. Would like to find an entry for a long. Yeah, we gotta line these up here. Nothing to do yet. I mean, if it's not bad. You see what's happening here, though? You're retracing. Every time you get to these tops, it's just coming in with more selling. This would have been a nice head and shoulder here. Damn it. But see how we breach this area? See how we breach the head right there? I don't really like when it does that, but, boom, boom, boom. Here's your neckline, which it's holding. If this neckline breaks, Disney's going to be the $100 stock. So at 100 maybe, because if you look at the monthly, this thing's been chopping around in this little pennant. We're finally starting to break out of this pennant, but was it a breakout or was it a fake out? That's why it's like right now Disney's a little bit not tough. I'm short Disney, pretty much flat on the trade, but yeah, I got to see more on these charts. We got just choppy action. I think they had earnings and they came in, then we had earnings and came in, then they double upgrade. We're holding this area. We're holding 113.15 as well. Just not really doing anything. And that's why it's just kind of like, dang it. Hate that. All right, hold on, guys. Then I click it and it disappears. It just can't. It's just like, really? So yeah, it's just, I mean, it's trying to hold on to the 20 MA. It's really not telling me too much. I am short this name though. I'm thinking it's still coming in, but that's going in with the markets too. So if the markets actually catch a little bit of a bid, this could go up. It's just tough to down here probably would have been your better spot at double bottom. At 97 goes to 120, get out. But right now you're just you got to wait for lower prices. And then weekly, if the markets really start giving it up, it's easily 105, 100. So, right, don't do anything with it now. I mean, they could have positive comments or whatever, and then straight up. But yeah, just nothing to do. Let these markets tell us what to do. We got the SPY going higher now. Maybe more news out there. It's just tough. Especially with the holidays. Yeah, we could get a bid on these markets. Well, what happens if we just chop? And if you're going to buy calls or puts, it's just tough. Right now, I think both sides are getting beat up a little bit. Qs are going all right today, but everything else is trying to catch a bid. Amazon's up. Tesla's almost positive. Hurry. But Tesla, guys, if a Tesla comes up, we'll short it again. Let it go to 368 again, 365. Keep going. Bounce another 10 or 15. Perfect. Yeah, so even with all that content thing rolling out and stuff, yeah, it could catch a bid, or maybe it dives. Hard to say. I'd rather wait for good support on the SPY before we start going long. And 260 on the SPY was good support. Got the bounce, but led to more selling, and now we're back in that range again. Just chopping around. I mean, they're trying to catch a bid on this thing right now. Why not? At 47 million, why not? Push it. Come on. You can do it. Just throw out some more news, guys. Need some more tariff news and what else? China trade news and the Mexican, Canada trade news and everything else they could possibly find. Gas going down on holiday travel session. For us, colder states, yeah, gas is going down. Yep, live video now. Trump believes good possibility of trade. Yeah, So you got to watch out for all that stuff, guys. With the China trade and Trump talking, and 2 days later, and then he's putting more tariffs on, and it's going to ruin Apple. It's just like, just turn it off. After a while, you just listen to it, and then it just clouds your technicals. I mean, sometimes on breaking news, if something's going up, sometimes it helps. You happen to a day trade and just do it, but right now the markets aren't going anywhere. Markets really telling us nothing. And in the meantime, guys, I'm going to, for my short trades, I'm going to keep covering trades. Anyone I could get out of, I'm getting out of. Goose, damn it, man. This one, almost, guys. We almost got in this one again. Just didn't make it. Like this one too, Wilson. Goes up, comes down, retraces to the top. You got to short it. Retraces to here. Gosh, if it got into the 70s, guys, we would have been short this one. That would have been another beauty. But this one's holding these double bottoms of 62, 61 area cracks. We're going to fill the gap. So let's see if we get another retrace. Does another retrace. Hopefully goes even higher. We short this one again. GM Trump tweet looking at cutting all GM subsidies. Really? So where's that now going? Is it going down? Yeah. So I mean, here you go, more news. So how do you trade this thing? I guess they had good news because they're doing this. Now bad news because Trump's coming in and doing something again. So it's easier just to sit on the sidelines, guys, and just raise cash. You don't have to be in every trade. I was that trader too, guys. I got to be in a trade. I got to be in a trade. No, you don't. Just let everything play out, guys. Yeah, it's coming right back in. So everyone who bought up here, GM's on a roll, right back down. But I mean, honestly though, 200 MA, you got this double top right here. All these pivots here at $38, 37.87. Great resistance there. Almost had it. You know how many bag holders now? Where's this one probably going? Right back to double bottom. I mean, I'm not shorting this one or anything, but I'm just saying a lot of resistance right here, guys. I thought maybe to the $40 level. We got a gap fill up here too. But will it make it there? Maybe. What to see. But it's really just chopping. Came off a pretty good bullish pattern, though. Look at that. Up, sideways, gets up. But if this is a failed breakout, from this bullish pattern, this will lead to lower prices. But right now, news coming out, so who knows? I just stay away. Then tomorrow, Trump will be like, well, we're not going to do that. So just leave it. Yeah, to Disney, let's wait for that. Let's wait for the entries. You know, Netflix on everything, guys. Because I mean, just look at Facebook even, and you know there's a bunch of people stuck in this one right now, and they have no idea what to do. They had no idea because they've been just going like right here, gets right here. It's at 167, starts moving up, 175, 177, 180 cents. Oh man, I got to do it. So you know how many people bought here at Facebook? And then all of a sudden it just pulls back and they're like, no big deal. Made up, and this one too. Look at that low, higher low, starting to make a little trend here. And then boom, breaks down, retraces again, breaks down, retrace, breaks down, retrace. And that's what we're trying. This is a good example, guys. This is what we're trying to do with the markets. So if this was the SPY, just think of this as the SPY. So SPY makes the high right here, pulls back, goes up, we short again. Pulls back, goes up, we short again. Goes back, pulls up, we short again, goes back, pops up, we short again. That's our plan. Just like when the markets were going up. Markets go up, we were shorting here, trying to go. As long as it hold that high, you could go long. Goes up a little higher, short again. Goes up a little higher, goes short again. This one here is in a downtrend now. Will it catch support down here? Maybe. If it doesn't, $100, here we come. Markets get another little bit of a bid though, so as you expect. Jeez. Unbelievable, guys. I'm seeing BHC. Let's see. BHC. BHC. Don't know what this is. Nah, nothing for me to do. Wow. Look at that high flyer, guys. Look at that right there. Boom. Damn. Then they all bought the dip here because it started bouncing and then slammed it in their face again. Probably did it again, slammed it again. Yeah, nothing for me to do here. Let's look at the weekly though. Weekly's going all right. I mean, if you're in this one from down in here, not bad. Because you made the low, higher low. It's got a good trend. You were above the moving averages, which was a little bit better stance. But now on the weekly, you're coming back below. You got to see where the weekly one closes. If you close back below the 20 MA, that's a little bit weaker. But this is just chopping. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, you made the low, higher low, higher low. As long as, if you're trying to go long on this one, as long as that level holds. And then the 200 MA, of course, support. With this trend line here around 21.41, and then of course the last leg is the 2065 and around $20. If that doesn't hold at the 200 MA at this pivot, then you're going to start filling gaps down here. Bullish case, you got to get back above the 25 number and make a run for it. But again, this is another one. Comes back up. Where does it fills the gap? Retraces the double top straight down. Comes back up. Where does it go? Double top. Double top, this big red candle where we're breaking down, and then next breakdown. So not for me, this one here. I don't what is this one anyways? BCH, I don't know, but yeah, every time it retraces up into this area, more selling pressure. Then now we're down sideways, weak stance, holding the gap fill here. This is setting up for lower prices unless the market catches a bid for the rest of the year. Goes into the Christmas rally. Technical question: what typically happens after a gap gets filled, like Autodesk filled the gap? Mentally, is it support to lose its steam or power higher? Thanks. It could do either or. At this point, guys, it really depends on the markets. We filled the gap here. Usually if you fill that gap, you're going to get a pullback. That's what usually happens. Let's go to the 10-minute. Let's see what we did. So we filled the gap right there, and see how we get to 10, 20 minutes of pullback, but the markets are still going up. So with the markets going up, this pullback will be a little shorter. Okay, you get the retrace, comes back in, gets above this little tail, hits the next gap fill here at the 143. Did you get the 143 too? You have the even number too. That's where you get the pullback. Boom, boom. So now if the markets start to pull back a little bit more, you want, if you took that trade, the markets start to fall as well. That's going to help exaggerate that move down. So when you're taking a scalp trade, I mean, you'd be almost up a buck if you took it from 43. I would have probably taken off the Pierce a little bit. But now if you get the markets pulling back, this will start to exaggerate this move. But, this one up 338 gap fill, up from the other day as well, from 131, $10 move into gap fill. You'd expect it to be a little bit weak or a little bit of a pullback, and then go from 120 to 140 as well, in the last couple of days. So on earnings. So this is big resistance. You still have a gap fill here too, 141.85. So it's got to hold 141.85 on a closing basis today, and let's see if we can hold that. If it does not hold that, or even the gap window at 142.13, then we'll see. Because as this thing's going up, you're hitting gap fill, gap window, gap fill, 618 retrace, 143 even number. You're hitting a lot of resistance there. This thing better have some steam, guys. And then looking at the 60-minute here, we have a little bit of a topping tail here as well. Little one, not the best, not the worst, but you got to keep an eye on stuff like that because that's a signal to say, hey, this could be a topping tail on here. Markets pull back, you'll see this one a little bit weaker because now we filled the gap. See how the SPY and everything kind of calming down, and now here we're back below that 142.13 area. So we'll see. Just again, don't load the boat, guys. If you're in these trades, you better not be in more than a 10% position. And I know you guys who are. Now, they were saying Loco was going to be the next Chipotle. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I thought. Yeah, John, that's what you're looking at. You got it. So as this thing's going up, you're looking for areas of resistance. The more areas you line up, the better pullback you're going to get. But if you're looking to trade this thing going short at a gap fill, now it's pulled back a buck. I'd be half out, maybe 1,000 shares, make a quick 500, pulls back another, buck, pull it out and make your, 1,500 or whatever it would be. But yeah, that's what you're looking at. Now though, coming back in, now you want to see if it could get back below the 141.19. But you have the 20 MA here too. That's going to be support. So that's going to hold it too, because that's pretty much what they've had this thing pinned. Just keep it above the 20 MA and we're all going to be good. Markets start to sell, this thing will start to come in. But again, it's looking a little bit tired to me. Let's go to the weekly. And still, still not out of the woods. Still in this range. Still down, still sideways. Trying to retrace though. Remember, this is the weekly close. I want to see a weekly close above the 2 or the 20 MA. Then possibly higher prices. Then you got to line it up with the IWM, the SPY, the Qs. Those start going up. This will continue going up. Then we'll be waiting for higher prices to go a little bit more. That's it. Make trading as simple as possible, guys. The least amount of money you have out there at risk, the less stressful it is. You don't want to be sitting in these trades with big positions, because that's just too stressful. That's too stressful for me. But Goose, that one, yeah, that one's, gosh, almost got back into that one. Almost. But Alta's looking okay. Where's PG? That one's still holding strong. It's looking, it's all right. 93 in the money a little bit on this one. But double top, let's see if it pulls back. It is PG though. It's going to be a little tougher trade. Let's see here. Yeah, if you're new to the room, punch up a symbol. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, Loco. The next Chipotle, yeah. Well, what do you think? They got every sucker in here to buy this thing. And then pretty much straight down. Now it's catching a little bit of a bid. So if you're lucky enough to catch this thing at $10, it's at 50% gains. Pull it. Thank you very much, Loco. We'll get some chicken and some biscuits from you guys tonight. whatever they said. I've never been there, so I heard it's all right. But I don't think I'd compare it to Chipotle. Chipotle, they're just poisoning people. No, just kidding, guys. That was thanks. Twilio, anything to do here? Wait for the 100 to short? Yeah, nah. This is tough to short markets right now with these with the holidays and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would wait nine. Let's see if we get back into the 90s area right there. I mean, it's just chopping right now. That's a 10-minute. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, here's that inside bar though. You know, how many people got stuck in here on these big red bars. They bought up here, they bought up here. Now it's coming back, almost break even. Ho ho ho, break even. Remember, we made that high, lower high, lower high. So that's something that's intact. Still above the MAs in a strong stance, but yeah, a little bit more. Let's see if we get back up into the 90s. I'd hate to short it here. Next thing you know, it's 96. 100 would be great though too. Yeah, Tony, just hold off. Yeah, so Twilio guys, nothing to do here. If it starts getting into the 90s area again, then we'll look at this one. We can get through here through Christmas, guys, and everything's up at the highs again. We're going to be doing the same thing, loading up on the shorts, and then hopefully going into 2019, we get that big pullback. Yeah, Tony, with the SPY and the Qs, nothing to do. For us, at least. We went long Apple and Amazon yesterday. We're out of those positions. I mean, if you're going to take some stuff long, you just got to know where you're stopping out. You want to go long the Qs. The Qs retest this low at 157. You got to exit. If the Qs start getting, up into this area and you were lucky enough to catch these lows, then you're going to start pulling stuff off. We're still in the lower end range. We're still inside this big red bar. Still looking weak. I mean, we are stretched from the 20 MA, so it looks like it's going to possibly go to 166 area. It's only a couple bucks more. But do we get the short-term retrace that leads to more selling? Kind of like, got the retrace, sell, retrace, sell. Do we get the retrace up to here and more selling? Maybe. It's kind of the wild card, guys. Going into December, light volume markets, Christmas rally, Santa Claus rally, CNBC rally, buy everything rally, bring on Buffett, Tepper, and Siegel, and have all the perma bulls say, hey, buy the dip. This is time. Amazon's cheap. This is cheap. Apple's cheap. But Apple, everyone was saying, when this thing pulled back to 200, everyone's buying the dip. Then you get the little dip here, starts going up. People start loading the house, and they dump it in their face, and they kind of get a stall out, starts going up. People buy more here, and now it's down here. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, if it goes down one more time, now what? If you have the right position, not too much to worry about. It's still Apple. But, honestly, 150 easily. And if you get the bounce, you get the retrace, and you're in this one, you start heading back to 200. I would probably, take it off and then wait for lower prices. I still think more pain coming, guys. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Baba. Yeah, we haven't looked at Baba. Baba, yeah, just chopping. Made the low, a new low. Kind of holding tight here. We did come back up, fill this gap. We are above it now. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, see, weekly still weak. Look at that, down, sideways. Starting to catch a bid though. Remember, markets are getting slow. We're going into the holiday season. Everything's trying. And then didn't they have like a record day or something like that? It's rare, they did 30 billion in one day, so that kind of hyped this one up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, nothing to do. I mean, the only thing that people are thinking is that this thing was a $210 stock again. Oh my God, I gotta buy. A weekly chart, 120. This is down sideways. This is setting up for lower prices. So if we get a nice pop up on this one, we'll be doing short again on Baba. Thanks. Yeah, Qs have been volatile since dip buying has been difficult without tight stops. Yeah, I mean, that's how you got to do it. And that's what I was telling everybody yesterday, Tony. If you got to buy the dip, just have the tight stops. Like Amazon, you'd be buying the dip. You'd be trailing. You'd be trailing these stops. And know that, hey, everything's looking good as long as we're holding this area here around 1477. Then the gap fill about 1500. Next big area is 1611 or so, or 1600. Let's see how it acts there. If it's starting to stall out, we just filled the gap today on Amazon at 1593. So that's going to be a big area. stalling out at. Markets pull back. You know, this is where we filled the gap today. Next area will be 1600, 1610, and then we'll go from there. It's Amazon, guys. It's Christmas. Everyone's starting to buy the dip. But, you know, it doesn't mean we can't just, you know, retrace back up, maybe go to 16, 1700, and then the lights out again. We might not even make it to 1600. You know, looks like we will. If markets stall out, Chinese tariff news starts to break its ugly head out there. Next thing you know, we're straight back down to 14, whatever, 18, and then next thing you know, 1350. Will we buy there? Maybe. You know, I'm starting to look at this area now. 1265. Just got to know where your levels are. Because if this area breaks, it could drop another, you know, 90 points. Got to know that. And then I still think we're going to 1,000 on Amazon. That's me. I don't know, maybe. But 1,000, I'll be buying Amazon. At 150, maybe Apple. Facebook at 100. You know, Google at maybe 800. You know, stuff like that. Tesla, 180. You know, Tesla's going back up. That's just insane. Cult stock. It's a flipping cult stock, guys. Tesla. And right back up. Can't even help itself. So we covered half. We're only in half a position. Gets back up into here again, guys. Fills the gap. We'll be adding again. I'll do it again. Maybe go a quarter position now instead of the half I sold. I'll do a quarter, and if it goes up a little more, I'll add the other quarter, and we'll get back into it's still not a full 10% position. So I'm still light on the shares. You know, I could still add more. Even if I did that and got it up to a pretty good sized position, I could go more. But I'm not even doing that, guys. I'd rather just settle down, slow it down, a little bit at a time. Don't get crazy. Don't want to get killed. We could be on a massive rally, you know, and I'm in all these shorts then. Oy, 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 oy. So just looking at some other stocks, see if anything else is coming in. Looking for some high flyers too, guys. We can find more stocks, but remember, CRM, earnings after hours, so that's something to watch for. If it drops, great. If it pops, we're adding more. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. Trying to look at some other ones here. GM's bucked down. Grub, that was another one. Grub. But it's Grub. I even had a broker call me on this one. You got to buy it. I'm like, really? I'm shorting this thing. Well, why would you be doing that? Because it's a high flyer. Look at that. Right to target. This one went up on us. Don't get me wrong. This one was like, oh, my God, Grub. This I was getting brokers call me. You got to buy Grub. I got a great trade for you, sir. What do you think about Grub? And it was like, I think the last guy called me was like at 130. I was like, dude, we're short Grub. You're short Grub. What are you, nuts? No, we'll see. So hopefully he calls me back now. But this one could be a $52 stock, guys. It's Grubhub. It should be 152. You know how many bag holders are up here, guys? A ton. They're just riding the wave. And then now everyone who rode the wave from 32 to 150, they didn't sell. They're selling right here. Oh, my God, I got to just take my profit. Oh, what a great trade. No, yeah, it was a pretty good trade from 32 to 80. But it would have been even an epic trade, 32 to 140. But you held. You watched it go straight down, and then the panic starts to set in. I'm turning a great trade into a turd. I hear you, bookie. So that's what I want to do. I want to put my voice in your guys' head. So every time you're looking at doing something, you're like, did StockBookie do that? And then you start looking at the chart going, well, I don't know. That's when it's like, you know what? No. You start thinking about it, don't take the trade. Goose, that one coming in nice. TJ Maxx, we covered our short in that one. Look at that. Nice. Ba-boom. And that one still has more to go. My trade's done, though. I'm taking the money and running. What is your take on PFE? PFE. We looked at this one daily. Yeah, I want to see if it's going to break out or not. I still like it as a short, but I got to see which way this one goes. I don't know if earnings are coming up on this, but if it pops, then I'm looking at, you know, probably $50. Let's look at the monthly. Yeah, right there. There's your double top. So that's why we're waiting patiently on this one. But it is getting extended a little bit. It goes to 50, 51, 52. Hands down, got to short it. So watch for earnings whenever earnings on that one. Earnings pops up, and then we'll go from there. Look at POR. Is going back. POR. Yeah, look at that. Nice retrace. Damn. Almost. All these stocks at 50. Yeah, let's see if we could get back up there and pierce it and go to maybe 51, 52, and then we'll short it. Love it, though. Love the setup. Just not stretched. It's getting there on the monthly again. I'd rather see it. Well, hold on here. And then you have this, though, too, guys. This. Yeah, so you got to wait. Yeah, we got to wait on this one. At least up maybe 52, 53 area. Let's see if we could pierce that. Pierce the double top here. And then give it, and then let's see if we can do it. Kind of like KO. I want to see it go through that, get everybody on. Not that it might not pull back anymore. I mean, we're getting a little bit of a bid today, but yeah, nice push up, got everybody on board, then boom, bring it down. Still a nice pattern. Let's see if we can get over the 49.50 and then back over the trend line. If it gets over that, this thing can make another run. But we'll see. Damn it. Oh, it was looking good over here. And then here we go again. This is where they're just going to kill the options on all sides. Amazon's doing a little okay today, though. Tesla went positive. Google's a little bit green. Facebook's still a little weak. NVIDIA trying. BA's trying. Yeah, BA got the little beat down, too. But everything's trying. But again, 49 million on the SPY. Hour and a half left, just kind of chopping around, not doing much. The IYT still holding up good. IYT starts to lead. That could be talking to us there. It's not doing bad. We're still in the lower range, up down action. Not really telling us much. SPY's catching a bit again. Oh, SPY, look at that. So look at what they did. Jeez. So right at the 12:30 close, they closed on the 60-minute. They pop it above the 50 MA again. Try to get it going. So right at the last minute, they gave it the pop. Jeez. Can't even make this shit up, guys. Right there. Just pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. Hurry up, hurry up. Close it right there. Wow. And then click and get the new candle. So they close it above. So first step of the process, guys. They're trying to get it back above all the MAs. But daily chart, they still got a little bit to go on the 20 MA, which is at 271.51. So we'll see if we can start heading towards that way. All right, just looking at Google's coming in. BA, let's look at BA. That was another one, guys, another high flyer. Then they had that plane crash, unfortunately. That's taking it down. Look at that, though. Perfect kiss of the 20. This thing drops below this 20. You're going down. Gosh, nice little inside bar. Retraces to the highs and then down. So we did hold support right here, even with this green bar. Right around the 297 area, and that's what it's holding right now. So. My gosh, some of these charts, though, just flying, guys, flying. Yeah, so earnings today, the CRM, so watch out for that one. I don't see it. There's a couple of them today. Tomorrow morning will be WB, Tiffany's, Dick's, Burlington. Watch for that Burlington. Cena, that was another one we like trading. J. Jill. Couple of the retail plays as well, so watch for those. And really, the SPY's not really doing much, guys. Let's go back to the SPY. intraday, pretty much a snooze fest. A little bit of a tail here. We go up into that, let's see where we're getting that point from. So from this high to which low? And from this pivot low to that pivot high, that's where we have our fib at. And right now we're trying to attack the 382 going up. Trying. And they're getting there. You get this low volume action, guys. 49 million. God, we'll probably do about 70 million today, maybe a little bit more. And what I always say about light volume markets, guys, this is what you get. You get stocks floating, you get some down, you get some news on some stuff, and then go from there. But Nvidia's getting a little bit weak. It's only up $1 now, $1.05. Keep an eye on Nvidia, guys. That's another one, just like Apple. Apple starts coming in and Nvidia starts coming in, markets are going to start coming in. Uh-oh, we're selling. This is pretty much what they're trying to do. They get everybody at the highs, then Trump trade's close. We're making a deal with China, it's close. And then we hit another area, 268, 267 and 268 were my areas of resistance today. And so far, so good with 268, but volume's drying up and not doing too much, guys. All right, if you're new to the room, punch up a symbol. Let's look at some other stuff. Any other high flyers or low flyers, guys? I don't care what it is. GE's getting to a point where, let's see. This is still holding. Yesterday was the lows. Still holding, though. That could be. Man, I'd like to see more volume, though. Excuse me, excuse me, guys, a second. All right, thanks, guys. But yeah, looking at that one, let's look at SQ even got a bounce. A lot of people were asking me about this one. SQ 50 MA, you hit some this top here, you hit these bottom parts here around 59.60 bucks, holding pretty good, 50% retrace. This was another one though, guys. You start getting extended on all time frames. Got to expect a pullback. And look at that, still 50 bucks is my price target still. Look at that thing, 100. Look at this. I mean, but it's Square, good company and everything. I don't get that wrong, but just too far, too fast. You got to watch out for stocks like this. They get everybody in, everyone's excited. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going and going. And then people forget to take profits. Then once you forget to take profits, then you're in trouble. The next thing you know, everything's coming down like a brick. And then it's just, and then again, position size, very important. Next thing you know, you're in too big of a position and everything's coming down. And that's when you got to be careful with everything, because then the emotions take over. You're way too big of a position. You don't know what to do. And it's just like, and that's when the stress starts coming in. That's why no more than 10% of your total portfolio in any position. Shares only. If you're doing options, just buying puts and calls, no more than 3% of your total portfolio. I would even go 2% right now. Because you lose $1,000, that's 1% of your portfolio. So if you're doing a trade, say you're in a 10% position, you get 10% on that position, you get 1% on that. So if you do 100 of those at 1%, you make 100%. You start doing 400 or 500 trades a year, where next thing you know, you have, say 100 losers. So now you have 300 trades on the year that are winners. If they're all 0.5% or 1%, you're having a pretty good year, guys. So all those other ones are washed out from the other winners. So if you're trying to do that over and over and over, just to say your win is $1,000. Say your trade, that's what you're trying to make in every trade. So then what you're trying to lose in every trade, it should be $100 or $1,000. So if you have 10 winners, and say if you have 2 losers, now those 2 winners will wash up those 2 losers, and now you have 6 winning trades in the last month or whatever. It's kind of like if you had 500 trades on the year, if you had all the same amount of losers, all the same amount of wins, now you have, if you had 100 losers, now that wipes out 100 winners. You still have 300 winners on the year, period. So, because those 100 losers were washed out with the 100 winners. But then again, 300 winners, even at a 0.5% each winner, that's still 150% returns on the year. And that's just going slow and steady, guys. Slow and steady. That's how we do it here. There's no reason, like everyone's asking to go long right now. No, let's wait. Not much to do. You'd be sitting in these trades going, oh man, oh man, oh man. What do you think, Bookie? What do you think, Bookie? Well, you know what to do if we come in. But if we grind higher, those trades will look good. They'll be all right. But slow and steady, guys. Slow and steady. That's how we make money here. And there's no reason to be rushing in these trades and trying to catch bottoms. And, the SPY hasn't even bottomed yet. So how do you catch a bottom when there isn't a bottom? Let's buy the dip. That's right, Christoph. Buy the effing dip. PFE. Yeah, and puts and calls right now are tough too. This market grinds. So this market grinds up today. And what if we grind down tomorrow? Grind up today. And it's just grinding up and down. You just got to be slow and steady in these markets, and then wait for really good setups. All right, guys, if you're new to the room, punch up a symbol. Let's take a look at it. I want to look at Twitter. This is another one. It started going up, 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 and I was like, oh man, here we go. And then they, got more people on, good resistance right here, and boom, right back down. And we got the great retrace into both of these red bars, going back down. Until we could stay above this trend line here. It's trying. Don't get me wrong. Twitter's trying. You got Trump tweeting. If you want to, you could do it right there now. But right back up, right back below the MAs, retrace up. Let's see what happens. Buying the dip. All right, buy the dip, Christoph. You are the man. 70 weekly chart for a bounce play? Maybe. Oil's got to hold up too, though. Yeah, these are getting beat down. Weekly. Yeah, 73. 70. Yeah, I like this thing even at 65. It's so beat down. If the markets don't bounce here, oil doesn't bounce, yeah, this is going lower. What's the monthly look like? 72. Yeah, 70 is not a bad area. I would probably wait for 65. Look at these candles. Or even lower. I'd wait for 50 bucks. Gosh, some of these charts are just stupid. Where's the 200 MA 73? Yeah, I would wait for 70, maybe 65. Damn. These things are just getting a beat down. Let's take the pivot from here. Yeah, it's not bad. That's what's holding this thing now. And then this little pivot here at 75. But markets start to dump. The routine, guys, all going down. Yeah, GM puts, those are tough. I wouldn't, next thing you know, Trump's giving them more money and everything's great and blah, blah, blah. It is going down, but yeah, not for me. There's some support here at 36.49. If that goes, then you got 36 bucks right there, more support. If this thing can come back around, just close and start ripping heads off, yeah. But I think the put would have been yesterday. It's easier to see because they got the charts. But once we were trying to pierce these areas and these double tops over here, gap window, you got the gap fill here. I think that would have been your area. And you got so far, you got a nice pullback. And that would have been it. But for puts, sorry, John, did you do GM? Or yeah, no, I did GM. That's okay, bud. I could go back into it. But yeah, just be careful. He had a nice up move, into great resistance. Could have still filled the gap. Heck yeah. Could have go to 40 bucks. Heck yeah. Could have go to this high pivot. Yeah. That all depends on the markets. Markets still go up, guys, through Christmas. All these can go higher. This could be a one-day pullback led to more, more up move. So you really don't have anything really saying, hey, this is definitely a put. It's just it is a failed breakout. That's leading to some selling today. So that could lead to lower prices. But until these indexes start bleeding again, how can you go short? Like now we're up 72 on the Dow and everything's trying to catch a bid. Oh, is pizza getting slammed right now? Oh, yeah, look at that. Bam. Yeah, so some support down in here, around 48, $50. Let's see. I don't do anything with this right now. Some news. Apparently, loses potential bidder. Okay. Look at that. So crawls up for weeks, and then boom, straight back down. This guy, is opening, I guess, he was saying some racist stuff or some garbage out of his mouth. It's like, shut up already. You know what? There's enough crap going on in this world. Now you're going to talk about, different races and different colors of skin. Who cares? Who cares, guys? Gosh, I grew up in Chicago, guys. I have friends from all walks of life. I could care less who you are, what your name is, whatever. Yeah, I'll still make fun of you. That's what we do from Illinois. We make fun of people. So, but yeah, I don't care. I knew everybody, guys. Everybody from all walks of life. Don't care. Don't care. If you're going to treat me good, I'll treat you good. If you're going to rip me, I'll rip you. I don't come back. I have tough skin like the rest of them, guys. Yeah, this one, nothing to do. Unless this thing really starts falling, then maybe we'll step up and try to catch a falling knife. Let's look at the daily. Let's look at the monthly. Let's look at the monthly real quick here. Monthly, nothing, no moving. Look at that, though. It goes right to, where'd it go, guys? 20 MA. Remember, stretched, 20 MA, hits it, right back down. Gosh, just like clockwork. All right, still coming in, though. Let's see. Body count, yeah, right. What do you think, Christoph? $48 maybe? Maybe wait for 46.83. If it cracks through this area here, this is pretty big here because this is where it made a pivot straight back up, and then you're coming right back down again. That's not a bad area. I'd probably wait a little bit lower because it probably shouldn't have never been a $60 stock. We might go right back down to $38. And Bev, let's hold on, guys, for a second. Let's see where this thing can settle down. We might be able to pop a trade off here. Did it hit 50 right now? Yeah, look at that. Hit the 50 even number. Did it already do it? Did it do it on this candle, though? Yeah, so it already hit the 50 even number, so it's trying to get a bounce there. Let's see if it bounces there. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. So 50, it's getting defended at, let's see, daily chart. Next area is going to be around $48. Let's see if we can bounce there. All right, so it's breaking 50 again. Let's see if it can get through 49.43, which is the 5.0 retrace. I'd probably wait for the 618 down in here, just to be safe. I mean, we fell $8 so far. That was just like, hey, no potential buyer. Straight down. It's like, holy crap. Not even hesitating, just straight down. So let's see if we can get a quick bounce, because $50 would be the next area. But yeah, let it go lower. If it starts going lower, guys, punch it up. NBEV, I think we looked at that yesterday. Yeah, I mean, this thing's beat down, and this is the one I think with the CBD oil or whatever the heck they're doing, or something with the marijuana. Yeah, nothing for me to do. It's a $3 stock, and as long as it stays above $3, it should be all right. Excuse me. If it starts catching the 20 MA, the 50 MA, getting above this 541 area, then possibly higher. This is another one though. They linked it with Tilray. Went straight up, came back in, went straight up, came back in. Now they're everyone who bought up here is stuck. Yeah, nothing for me to do in this one. I'd love to see $1.60 again. I don't know if it'll ever get there though, but as long as it's holding this 200 MA, it'd be all right. If it gets below that, then you're most likely going back to some dollar area, dollar 73. Yeah, nothing for me to do on this one, bud. GCG, yeah, I've been looking at that one. We have calls in Tilray. They're not doing that great, but they're a spec play on earnings. It went down on us. And yeah, we're losing on Tilray. The calls expire December 21st, so we have a little bit of time. So Tilray, I just kind of swept those to the side. If they come back, great. But yeah, are they getting some news, guys? Is that why you're asking with this stuff, the CGC and all that? Maybe that's why. CGC, same thing. If they get news, it will pop. But yeah, as long as this one's holding this $30 area, but it can easily come back to 25. 25, I might even get interested on this. See where all the action started coming in, all the volume, and now it's subsiding. But as long as you're holding this, it's not bad. If it cracks through to 30, you're most likely going to drop and go lower. So just know that. Weak stance below the MAs. Got the pops though. We actually shorted this one somewhere. I think we're in it around 51 bucks. We got our $3 and I got the hell out. Then this thing started going up and down. I think it was right here actually. We took our money and ran, and next thing you know, it's popping, dropping, and it was like, you know what? I'm staying away. I'm not going to do anything with this one. But yeah, this is a tough one. For now, if news comes out, it's going to pop. If bad news comes out, it's going to drop. It's just a news-driven stock right now. I think it was a little bit overdone up in here. Still a little bit overdone here, I think, as well. I like it I like it down here. Fill the gap. There's still a lot of stuff down. If you go back, there's still a lot of areas where this thing can possibly go. 24. Yeah, even around the 20 number. That's where, or even the 420 number, guys. How about that? Like Tesla. Tesla at 420. And then 3 days later, Elon smoking weed on with Joe Rogan. Ay. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, Natalie, CGC, just be careful. If you're long this one, it's going to be a news. It's going to pop on news or drop on news. So if you're in a position on this one, just make sure it's small. If you get the pop back to 40, take it. If you get the drop back here, just make sure you got a little bit more to add. This is going to be the big area right here because this is where it broke out. If it starts cracking that 24.32, expect it to go to 20. I like 20. But we'll see if it gets there. Kind of like GE, guys. We've been really patient with GE. Hopefully we'll get it there. I don't know if it's going to get lower, but it's slowly grinding, guys. All right, now Autodesk coming back. What'd it do, guys? Hit that gap fill. What's it doing, guys? Getting rejected. So keep an eye on Autodesk. Where is that MCY? Is it coming down? MCY. So I'm half out of this one, guys. And most likely it's going lower. Story of my life, guys. We cover, it goes lower. Every flipping time. Jeez. Just can't even help itself. That's the joke of the day. If he covers, make sure you just hold it. It's going lower. CRM's going into earnings today, Andrew. If it pops, I'm adding more short. If it drops, I'll cover my short. I'm going to make it simple. GLD. How's that pizza doing, guys? Let's go to pizza real quick here. Is that thing dropping more or no? It's holding. It's holding, so nothing to do on that one. GLD, I'm in a GLD long. I'm holding it. I'm not. I think they're just shaking people down again. I'm in here though, guys, right around 111.80. So I'm in the driver's seat. If I could get to that freaking 120, I'll be half out. But I think it's another one where they pop it up. Everyone gets excited. They're dropping it in their face. As long as this, the higher lows hold, the higher low, the higher low. As long as those are intact, I'm okay with this trade. I'm in the driver's seat right now with this one, so I'm okay. Yeah, USO. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, you could get interested in this one, maybe. You know, if it takes out this 113 area, then you got to just get out, let it drop a little bit more, then get back in. I'm ready. If the GLD goes to 100, I'm ready to add it more at 100. I don't care. Right now, I'm in the driver's seat. If it goes up, I'll play this trade. But if it goes down, I got plenty of room to add more, guys. You know, and gosh, I should have took some off right here. And I was just like, a little more. I mean, we filled this gap. There's a couple more gaps to fill. I love this high pivot here around 119. Thought maybe, and then just came right back in on me. 112 January calls gold. Powell tomorrow. Yeah, maybe go out a little further because I think we're gonna go February. Give yourself a little time on these. I think we can gold can rally for a couple months easily. Let's see. Would you add a CME? It's going back up a little, 200 area maybe. Hold on. Let's go back. Connected to lows. Yeah. No, the weekly around 10 on the USO, Christoph. It could be holding here though. Hard to say. We were short this one, Cube, from $15 area. We shorted here, covered half, shorted here, covered half, shorted, and then held on, and then boom, we got paid. Our last half, I think we took out. I don't know the exact price, but yeah, that was a great one, guys. That one we held, and man, that I was telling everybody, got to hold this one, It's going to come in. It's going to come in. Grandma can't handle higher oil prices, and then bam, right back down. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at USO. Where are you? I forgot where we took the last half. It was a great trade. I mean, it just came railing down. But yeah, it's starting to make a hold there. Yeah, if you take the weekly, we have it on there too, right there. $10. You got the 750. But honestly though, I think we could get it in at around $9 if this thing really starts to rumble. I think the markets pull back, everything starts coming in. It's going to be lights out for you. At USO is going a lot lower. But this is a good bounce area around the $10, $11 area. So not yet. I still think we need a lot lower prices. We're unwinding the balance sheet, guys. Got to watch out for that. So CRM, we're going to wait for earnings on that one today. Again, if we already covered half of the short, it's going against us again. We'll see. I would love it to pop to 135, 140. I'll short it again. But we'll see. If it drops, then I'll just cover the remainder and say thank you very much. I gave it a shot. It could bounce on earnings, maybe. I just don't know. It's a 50-50 shot. If you want to take a stab with a put or a call, one contract. That's what I tell my members. One contract, a couple $100. If you're willing to lose that, great. If you can't lose a couple $100, then don't take the trade. Keep it simple. Small positions, one or two contracts. One, I would say, whatever you're willing to risk. If you're willing to lose at 10 grand, then buy 10 contracts at $1,000 a piece. Go for it. But I'm not even willing to lose that, guys. But yeah, Andrew, yeah, that one, it's a 50-50 shot with this earnings today. So we'll see where this one goes. Still in a weak stance. I'd bet to the downside, but I'm short this one. So, but if it pops, like I said, I'll be adding more short. No problem at all. Let's see, NTNX. I don't know, NTNX. Let's look at the monthly. Let's go right into that. Yeah, SPY, IW, everything's pulling back a little bit now, guys. If that means something, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, kind of a new issue, not too much. Holding the 36 area, which is the 20 MA on the monthly. Not much for me to do here. If you're long, tighten the stop. If you're short, from up in this area, great trade. You're getting the bounce off of here. Maybe a little doji at the monthly. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly, a little bit of a weak stance. You're on an inside bar, slightly bullish, but more down sideways action. If you're bullish, you got to get it back above 47, then possibly higher prices. If you can't do that, then you're probably looking at $30, $29. Kind of in that middle range right now, 50% retrace. So it could go either way, but weak stance on the weekly. Let's look at the daily. See if it got, yeah, daily even has a weak stance. Volume's okay, so not bad. Hit double bottom, filled the gap. That's where you got the bounce. This could be a short-term bounce, guys. So just be careful with this one. Just be careful. This could be retracing. It's got to get back above these, you know, on the daily and start filling these gaps. You get back above the 47 area or this gap fill right there, then you're looking at 50. But right now you're at about the 50% retrace, so this one could go either way. Nothing for me to do on this one. Are you in a trade in that one, Carlos? Yeah, but not. I mean, if you're in from double bottom gap fill, you know, it's not. You know, you got $5-6 on this trade or $5. Tighten that stop, buddy. Tighten the stop. Monthly chart. There's not a lot of technicals either. This is kind of a new issue. But this is the part. If you break that $40 area, you're going to 36 and then lower. But it is holding good support right now. Oh, is pizza dropping? All right, hold on. All right, 49. Let's see here. Everyone wants a trade. Yeah, here's the next level. Let's see if we could get down in here. I'd still like 46 area. If they don't have a buyer, it's going to be nasty. This could just flush out. So for me, I'm not doing anything. I wish it would have. On the first hit, if it would have just dropped right into here, even 45 area, then that's the trade. But yeah, just be careful, guys. If you're trying to go long in this one, be careful. If you're shorting it, then you know, I mean, I guess you can hop. I'm not doing it, but you know, if you're not sitting on your hands and you got to trade something, you know, 50 is a big round number though, guys. It could definitely bounce here. So if you're trying to short this thing and you're, you know, from the $50 area or 51 or 52, you know, start trailing that stop, guys. You don't want to get stuck and you get a big short squeeze. This thing's back to 58. So be careful. About $1 lower than when we looked at it. Yeah, still though. I mean, I want to see what it does here at 48.29, but still it's a falling knife, guys. We're down almost 15% just off of news. So just be careful. I'm not doing anything with it. No way. Unless we start hitting 43 area, maybe. Yeah. But again, if you're trying to short this one and you're short, just remember, just trail that stop and don't go big. A couple hundred shares. Because if it pops right back up, it could pop $10, and now next thing you know, you're down $3,000. so don't get crazy. All right, let's see here. For gold, yeah, is Powell tomorrow? All right, yeah, I don't know, maybe with the gold, Andrew. Leo, would you add CME? It's going back up. Let's see CME. There it goes, guys, dropping some more. CME, if you're not short, you can do it. Now just remember, it could go higher. All right, so don't get crazy on me with this one. All right, but yeah, nice retrace. It could still go to 200 if you want to try to wait patiently, or maybe for gap fill. But I don't mind that on that retrace if you want to do it. You know, it's CME. You know, but you got to think monthly chart. You know, my price target right now is around 151. This will curl up. Even at 160, it's still a good short. So, but just know that, you know, it could still, 200 is usually like a piece of crap. And this is the fly. This is going to fly right to 200. So, you know, I did add. I have a small position that I've started. I got room to add more. So, but yeah, if you want to do this one, that's not a bad area. I like the retrace. But know that it could go a little higher. You could go to here and then the gap fill. You know, you're splitting hairs now at this point. Even if you get in at 194 and you get in at 204, your average price is going to be right around 198. And if the target's, you know, 181, even 170, guys, still a good trade. Market's got to pull back. But check out the IWM, guys. Right back to the lows of the day. Pretty incredible. Damn, just been fading. Apple's fading. Look at oh, jeez. Look at NVIDIA, guys. Buy the dip. Hurry. Oh, shit. It's negative now. All right, guys. We're getting to that area. Let's see if we bounce. I'm not touching it, guys. Big volume coming in. Look at the 60-minute volume coming in. We're getting to that area. If you're short, remember, just trail that stop, start taking some stuff off. Yeah, you know, if it was, you know what, if we get, shit, let's look at the 10-minute. Oh, not yeah. I can't. I can't do it. It's news. I mean, if more bad news, this thing could drop another $10. I'm trying to go long in this thing. Ay, ay, ay. Good support here, though, guys. Great support after the retrace. Boom, and then straight up. So you got good support, but I still can't. I got to see 45. Another couple bucks. And then we'll be about 20-something% down. So if I were retrace more important and more significant than the 786, it's close to it. But yeah, 750. The big retrace is the 618. That's going to be your major retrace, and then the 750. Basically, it's just 75% retrace from the highs. Those are the big areas that I watch for anything short-term, 10-minute trading, 60-minute charts, whatever. This is just a bigger time frame, the daily from the low here to the high here. Because you can even, if you wanted to tighten it up, if you didn't think it was going to go, you can even tighten it up here and do it at that low, this low. Then 750 is pretty big right there from this high. But when you get a falling knife like this, you got it. You got to, spread out your Fibonacci's. You can't this level can be hit no problem. So if you know that level is going to be hit, you want to go to the next one. Even here's not too bad. This little pivot. But I had it going to this pivot because that's a pretty good pivot down in here. So look at that, still going lower, guys. Coming in this area. Not that I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna see if I could wait for 45 a little bit lower. A bucket lower when we have looked at it. Yeah, look at that. It's even going lower, guys. Yeah, Wilson. So yeah, that you got the 618 as the bigger one, and then 750. Those are the ones you really want to follow. But you want to know where your 50 retrace is, your 382 retrace is, your 250, because those are still areas of support and resistance, depending which way that the charts are going, if it's going up or down. Yeah, CME. If you want to add some more, yeah. If you already added, if you're in this trade already, let's see if we could get that $200 area. If you're already short, and you already added around the 195 on the CME, Leo, then that's fine. DAL 59. I was looking at that one. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's not a bad area, guys. Here's the. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, I want 60. I want a little more on this one because with gas prices coming down, that these could catch bids, and that would be the reason. Someone will come on and be like, gas prices are low, these things are going to take off. So I want to really, really watch these. I'm in UAL right now, so I'm in one. I don't want to get in all of them, and next thing you know, they're all flying. So you got that. You got double top. Yeah, let's see if we get one more push through here. Then they'll start talking about it on CNBC. Is this time for the airlines to break out? And then the markets start dumping, and next thing you know, these things are dumping. Because even on the monthly, $52 would be the price target right now, and then 47. So I mean, these been holding, guys, for the last couple of years. So you got to watch. I think that their time is coming. It's just a matter of when. UAL too, another one. Look at that. Want a short one too? UAL. Look at this thing. This might go to 100 though, guys. This one just won't come down. It's amazing. But look at the runs it gets. 38 to 82, and then you got 56 to this one. And if you do a measured move from here to here, this one still has some room. I mean, it's getting tired. Look at that, $100, guys. $100. Where is it? 101. That's why it's like, we'll see though. Markets fall apart. It's going down regardless. I don't give a shit what it is. That's what you got to watch for too. Pizza that is. Pizza drop that is. Is that pizza? Which one was Domino's where you drop the pizza and they give you a new one? Maybe they'll do it for this one. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of a bounce now. Off the $50 even number. Oh, there it goes. Where were we? Almost. That's what I'm saying. If you're in this thing and it's dropping and you're not covered, and you're trying to short this thing and you're up a buck or two, get out. 50 bucks will probably be the next target going upside. Just got to be careful with these things. Or fill the potholes. Yeah, that was that the one? Yeah. There's another pizza. Get another pothole filled. Yeah, Christoph. But yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, the market's pulling back again. And kind of bouncing, kind of pulling back, kind of a bouncing. And remember, the IWM, this is the one you want leading. You don't want this one lagging. We're right back to the bottom again. Right back to double bottom. They're trying to hold it. We only have an hour, 45 minutes left, so, they could come back and push it up. But look at this thing, though. Just kind of slow bleed and then a little bit of selling right there. Jeez. Right back to double bottom. Looking weak. Looking weak, guys. And you don't want the IWM weak. And here's that trend line, too. Comes right back into it, right back down. Down sideways. Can't tell you guys that enough. And look at NVIDIA. You know how many people are chasing this thing now? If I get the right ticker. Still not out of the woods, guys. And then even on the 10-minute chart, it was looking good. It's like, oh, yeah, here it goes. Well, they get everybody in here, and then they'd shake them down. They're like, oh, shit. And they get everybody in there again, and they're shaking them down again. Shake and bake. You want everyone to chase it, and then they're going to, and the next thing you know, it's freaking 148, 147, starting to bleed again. Daily chart, still not out of the woods, so just be careful with this one, guys. Be real careful. What's down there? Okay, that's my target. I still think it's going to 120. Look at the weekly. Right there, guys. You get some weekly red bars like that. That usually tells me lower prices. At least me. I mean, maybe not. I mean, you did have a beat down. People are loading the house on this one now. Oh my gosh, honey, sell the house. Let's take the money and put it in NVIDIA. and then let's use margin too. You know how many people are trying to buy this thing, and they're like, oh man, whew, we're up 17 cents. I'm making a little bit of money. My margin call isn't that bad. The next thing you know, it starts dumping again. It's like here, this was like the head fake where everyone was just like puking in their mouth right here. Oh my God. And then straight back up, right back down a little bit. They're holding the 145 area, a little bit up. Still couldn't get past this red bar here, though, guys. Remember the big red bars. Got to get above this before we start doing anything. Right to the top and right back down. Excuse me. Colin, what's up, buddy? How's it going, dude? Let's see. Let's go back, see, and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Andrew, Christoph, GLD. Yeah, I think we did GM. Stuff like that. If you're new to the room, guys, punch up a symbol. We'll take a look at it and keep this ball rolling. So right now we're trying to get a handle on the markets. A little bit of choppy action. IWM's at the lows of the day. SPY's not doing bad, still positive. Q's a little bit up, 18 cents. Just really nothing, guys. Just kind of lagging. Not doing much today. Broker dealers down a little bit. Transports are trying to scratch out something positive today. And really not doing nothing. Longs just kind of stay away from. You don't want to really do anything right now until we get some more concrete evidence on the SPY and the major indexes that we can actually bounce. Nah, Christoph, are you in the room still? Pop your head up. Nah, you're okay, bud. You just gotta just shake it off, man, and move on. Keep going. You know technicals like I do, buddy. You know what to do. Just go slow and steady, man. Small positions and get through this stuff. That's why I tell everybody, especially my members, guys, small positions or no positions right now. Yeah, I know everybody wants to buy the dip. Don't be a donkey. Those 1650 options are doing good, Pedro. Keep holding. Almost at zero. I know my favorite troll's in here. He's in every one of my live streams. He loves me so much. Funny stuff, though, guys. Funny stories with that guy. So, but again, like I said, he's a family guy and stuff like that. Good enough. All right, let's see here. What else? Yeah, so pizza. That thing's, let's go back into that. Yeah, look at that. Actually catching a bounce. That's why I was like, if you're going to short this thing, be careful. Take your profit. You know, if you took it and you're up a buck, take it. This is shorts covering right now, guys. There's nothing else. No buyers. Shorts are covering. If if you're a short pizza from up here, you're starting to take money. Shit, I would have been out a long time ago. But what a drop. What a drop and a little pop. Never made it to my area. A little bit lower I would have liked. I would have liked 48 even number. Nice. I still wouldn't have touched it. I would have waited a little bit lower. At least a 618 down in here. That's what I would have waited for. But hey, it's bouncing. Nice little falling knife here today. Down 13.5%. Pretty good beat down. Beat down like those Amazon puts. Let's look at Disney. Disney. Tried Disney, not a bad pop. This one you might actually get out of, Donkey Boy. Except for the one I don't get is how the other trade disappeared and now you have another trade on there. Funny traders that don't document all their stuff. They get in one trade, it's a big loser, and then all of a sudden they got another trade. Same trade, different strike, and it's like, hey, I'm in this one now, guys. Let's see if this one works. We got time. It's like, what? What happened to your other 4 trades? But yeah, so anyways, earnings today on CRM, so keep an eye on that one if you have a short position like I do. I'm in half a position in that one, a little bit upside down, but we'll see how it works. If it pops up, I'll add more with that one. Google, though, guys, came in pretty good. That was interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not like falling like a brick, but yeah, it's, hit the 20 MA here. See what? Retrace down, retrace down, retrace down. When we start cracking this $1,000 area on Google, guys, this one's going a lot lower. 864. That's my area right here. Gap fill. Got a couple other gaps to fill too, though, so we got to be careful. 800, like this area right in here. And it's setting up guys that hit this area. Be careful. So the IWM's at new lows, or now almost at lows. Look at that. And just like that, right back to lows. But I bought the dip. They said. So it's got to hold this area, guys. They're trying. At the end of the day, I wouldn't doubt we get a massive buy program and we go up and close at the high of the day. Why not? That's just because they can. Facebook's coming in. Buy that dip, guys. I got to do it. I mean, Facebook's only here. It used to be 220. Yeah, if you go long Facebook, guys, just remember, you get past 131, 132, you're going right back down to 127 and lower. I still think we're going to at least 114. And then I like the $100 area, 92. There's a big gap right around here, too, around 95. And if the markets sell, the IWM and everything dump out, you better just step aside. Step aside. But my target was hit, though, which is crazy. Everyone is like, 130 for Facebook. Stop, really, idiot? StockBookie? Are you serious? Yeah, 200 MA, weekly chart. I've been preaching that for a while on all these stocks. That's first target. Second target, I don't know. $100. We're almost there. We fell almost $100 now. What's another 50 to this name to bring us to 80? So we'll have to see. Never know, guys. Never know. Thoughts on 3650 puts on GM? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's still looking pretty good. I mean, the puts would have been yesterday, I think, on that pop. 3650. I mean, yeah. It's got to get through. I mean, you got good support at 36, and then you got support at 35. You got support at gap fill at 35.91. And if that starts to break and the markets break down, sure, this is going to go right back down. So that's what you kind of want. I like the fact that, you know, if you have the puts, I like the fact that this little bullish pattern, when we got the pop, it failed. I would like, if we could get closed below 36 today, we only got, you know, 40 minutes left. But we could go close 36 today and even get below this gap fill. I think we're on to selling. But, you know, this is one where, you know, news is kind of driving it. Next thing you know, Trump subsides and says, "Oh no, I'm not going to do anything." And next thing you know, GM pops up. So just be careful. News is driving this one, just kind of like with earnings. Just make sure, Chris, that you're not piling in with the cash on this one. Just make it a small position. So if it goes against you, you're not getting, you know, just murdered. Because that's definitely no fun, guys, when you're getting hammered. You know, like my buddy. Like my buddy just getting hammered, one trade after the next, loser after loser. It's pretty amazing. Guys, if I have loser after loser after loser, I'll give you my number, call me, and just slap me in the face. But again, you know, my thing is with my trades, guys, is the strict money management. It helps get you through those losing trades. Yeah, I'm in about 15% of your total portfolio with puts. Ooh, that scares me. If you get wiped out in that one trade, you're down 15% in your portfolio. Still upset about OSTK going up today. What seems to be nothing. Yeah, but OSTK is a beat down name. Aren't they tied in with Bitcoin too? No, not total. Yeah, just make sure if you're doing options, no more than 3%. So if you have $100,000 account in options, your trade should be no bigger than $2,000, 15, even 1,500. How do you know? Just keep them small. Oh, blockchain, is that OSTK? Okay. Yeah, OSTK, we were short. That was a beauty. They all laughed at me on StockTwits about that one too. And I show this one all the time. You get the pop and then bring it right back down. Jeez. They have like no mercy on this one. Look at that. Jeez. This is the area though, guys. If this area breaks, OSTK is going a lot lower. This is the moment of truth for this stock. Not that it was, you know, back here and you know, and how many people got stuck up at 90, 80, 70, 60. It's like, short it, take profits, short it, take profits. Why would you take profits, Bookie, when a stock's just ripping like this? Just take profits. Now the guy who was in from $15, he's taking profits at 19. Man, that was a great trade. Told you to buy OSTK. No, would have been up here to sell. That's a problem. People will talk themselves out of selling, taking profits. Then when it comes down here and they make $2 on it, they're like, wow, that was a great trade. Oh my gosh, I made so much money. It's like, really? You would have killed it if you would have sold here. And then you could have been buying back here. Created their own coin? Yeah, basically. BKNG. Is that bookings? Yeah. Yeah, so just be careful with that GM put. Be careful with any trade, guys. It's not even that. All right, so IWM's holding that bottom. Yeah, they're not going to give that out today. If they give that out today, that's going to that might not be good. Was it BKNG? Is that bookings? Yeah. Gosh, nothing to do. This thing's a high flyer. We've shorted this one so many times. It's holding this little 1727 area, but there's nothing to do with this one. Yeah, I did talk about GE. We could go over it again. I just want to see booking. Yeah, I mean this one's just shaking and baking, guys. There's nothing to do here. Great trading vehicle though, but yeah, I mean we made the high, lower high, just kind of trending down. If we get back up into the 2000 area, I'll be shorting this one again. But yeah, I mean we're holding this. I still think price target's about 1588. Would I short this one? Nah. Let's see if we could get earnings call and pop this thing back up, and we'll short it again. But yeah, we were short. We covered. Now it's trying, but nothing to do. If it gets back to the 1500 area, 1588 area, somewhere in here, maybe go long on it. But we'll see. This is another one, guys, that should never, ever, ever be up here. Ever. But we are holding certain areas, so we'll see what happens. But let me see something here. It's not bad. All right. Now, if it cracks that trend line, look out below. How about that? No, I don't know, guys. Maybe. Oops. Let's see. There. Maybe there. Then you have the 200. So you got good support down here. This starts, going sideways, like I always say, setting up for the next leg down. If it retraces up, I'll reshort again. Let's see here. OSTK create their own. Yeah, I remember that because they were just like, it was cranking up that OSTK, and I was like, why is this thing going up? And then they were talking about the Bitcoin and this, and I think they started accepting Bitcoin, and it was like, oh. The next thing you know, it's like, look at that, down, sideways, retrace, down again. This thing's just getting the shit kicked out of it. It's just not for me. If it goes lower, then maybe. Let it go lower, just like GE. Yeah, Chris, we did. Disney, how do you see it? Disney. Well, let's look at GE again. GE is right to that first area, guys. And we talked about that. That's coming off that pivot. That's coming off these pivots. That's going. We got to go to the bigger time frame, monthly. That's going back to the lows, basically. Then pivot. I still think 582 is in the card, guys. Look at that monthly bar just dumping out now. But this is one, again, you got to play it like an option, like it's going to zero. So listen up, Pedro. If you're going to play this play it like one of your option plays where they all go to zero. and then you all of a sudden have a new trade out there that you bought the dip. And then it's like, time for a new plan, guys. But yeah, this isn't a bad area. I'm going to wait for double bottom over here, 582 area. I know it's splitting hairs, but man, we were talking about this one when it was 10, 12. It was like, I'm going to wait. And now it's at 7. So, it goes to 5, even goes to 5, below 5, man. So, yeah, nothing to do yet. You are in the first area of some big support. I just got to see more on the charts, like a big reversal candle with volume. It's just not getting enough volume for me. Yesterday's little spike maybe. You want to take this one long. If it gets below the low of yesterday, 726, you got to get out. As a spec play, you might get the bounce here, though. If the markets go green tomorrow and we start getting a little bit of a rally, this could actually catch something. So, so that's just, believe me, I'm watching it too, guys. Believe me. I almost want to do something here, but I want to see a big volume spike, kind of like we'd gotten here. And then we got the one day where it was 12% up, and then they brought it right back in. Remember, if we get the bounce, start protecting that trade, because like this one here, we were live, and it was like we're up. Someone brought it up. I think it was Schmitty, I think. And I was like, dude, you're up 12%, take it. And then he took half, and then it started coming in, and he sold the last half. And look, thank God he did. He would have been up big time upside down on this trade right now. I mean, this is where it might catch a bid, guys. And all they need is throw some news out there. This is your first line. Next line's around 580. So know that it could go lower. If you want to start with 500 shares here, start here, knowing that $5 would be your next area. But yeah, I'm not touching it yet. I'm going to let it go. That's it. So yeah, Chris, just be careful with that. Disney, how do you see it? Yeah, Disney, nothing really. I had another member ask me because they have some streaming with Netflix going on, so that's holding. But guys, made a new high, down sideways. This trend line breaks, guys, we're going to $103 or lower. So just be careful with Disney. You don't want to keep putting trades out there and have losers, and then they disappear and you put another trade out there. And you know who I'm talking about. But no, it's holding that point here. We'll see what happens with this one. Wow, those 1650 Amazons are at $2.90 now. Wow. They just keep going lower. But on the weekly, we're holding the 20. I want to see what it does on the weekly close. I got to see that. But right now, we're just going up and down, up and down. Down in the lower range now. But I still think this is going to be a $100 stock. Maybe. We'll see. 106, 104, and then double bottom in here. This is the trend. I mean, this is the pennant. It looked like it was breaking out. If this breakout fails, we'll be lower than $100. Let's see what the 200 is on the weekly. Yeah, 105, 105, 104 area. That's what I'm seeing. So be careful with Disney, especially if you're trying to go long. CYBR, I think we looked at that one earlier. Yeah, that was a retrace right there, and then it came right back in. Nothing to do with this one, guys. Nice pop, nice pullback. Trying to hold this. You're probably going to go to 63 if you catch this from the bottom. Trail that stop. You're still below the MA, still a little bit weak. God, what a nice fade. Look at that one. 84 to 66. If it retraces, I could short this one, but right now you're holding this area here. As long as you're holding 65, 85 or so, and then of course double bottom here, you should be all right. If this is just a short-term retrace, guys, this could be led to more selling. Bigger area is the 70, 71. If you can't get past that, probably click and go right back down. But right now, you got a pretty good trade going on here. If you did catch it from these lows, I'd figure at least fill this gap down here. But if this is just a short-term retrace, markets start to dump, this thing's going to go click and then right back down. So be careful with this one, McCombs. I see everyone's trying to do it. It was an $85 stock and now it's 60. It's cheap up. It's cheap down there. Not really. Look at the monthly, guys. I mean, monthly charge $54. I mean, that's what that's telling me. So just be careful. If you retrace, let me know. If it retraces to 75, we got to short this one. Going to come right back in. I mean, it could go up with the Christmas rally and stuff like that, but just be careful. Just be careful on these, on these high flyers. 54 is my price target at this point for CYBR. JD, I think they've had a lot of bad news lately. We talked about that double bottom. If 1952 gives out, and then the low from this time, 1931, that's it. Lights out. Goodbye. It's going straight down. So that's your last line of defense, 20. And then it'll be like 1750, 15, 1250, 10. Ugly. But I mean, if you're going to step up, this is the place where you're going to do it. If it gets below that 1935 area, you got to get the hell out. So, John, I don't mind. The other day would have been the spot to do it. We were looking at it the other day, a couple days ago. Look how it retraced, didn't take out the low, closed right at the low, and then right back up. But, man, weak stance. A lot of news coming out. I forgot what was going on with this one. But yeah, it just be careful. If it starts cracking that 20 and that 19 area, you're going to have to exit. Or you wait for a big volume push up or one flush out and then a reversal candle, and then you hop on board. Right now, down sideways, lower end of the range, downtrend at this point. Kind of ugly. JD ugly, but getting a bounce though. But still, a little bit extended. It could go to 25. But yeah, gosh. And these are just dead cat bounces. But yeah, if you want to hop on this one, guys, go for it. If it breaks down 20, 19, you got to get the hell out. I'm not doing the trade, but, it's not a bad area. People are going to have to step up and try to buy this one sooner or later. And if we get the little bit of a Christmas rally, this one could lead the way. So, just make sure you go no more than 10% of your total portfolio. I'd start with maybe 5 on this one. So if it does dip at 19, maybe get that addition. If it dumps, then you just get the hell out. Make it easy. Autodesk fallen. All right, let's see. No problem, Alex. Thanks for your insights. It's always shot. Yeah, man. That's what I'm here for, guys. Takes me a little bit to get to you sometimes, but yeah. And again, guys, I'm looking at technicals. This thing could bounce. This thing could bounce to 50 for all you know. But I'm showing you guys. Here's the level. Here it held before, and it got a nice bounce. So if you want to get interested in this one, this is where you do it. Just kind of like Facebook. Facebook hits 100, Facebook hits 80. That's where you want to do. This is it. Triple bottom. If it holds that $20 area, even better. Man, if it starts moving higher, trail that stop and don't be afraid to take profits, because it could be a short-term retrace led to more selling. And SPY, all right, DIA's at all-time highs again. Woo, day highs. IWM's off its lows. So we're starting to catch another little bit here, guys. Well, let's look at Autodesk. Is it coming in? Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you know, and that was the gap fill, guys. You got gap fill, gap window. You got the 618 retrace. You got the big trend line. Look at that. We might actually. Oh man, you know how many people they got on board today, right here, guys. No, it's going double upgrade, maybe a buyback. And right to huge resistance, guys. That's why it's just like, all right, you know what, we'll see. And then even on the weekly close, I want to see what the weekly close does. Weekly, that thing could come right back down and boom. So, but you know, again, we made money on this one. We're still ahead of the game. I added more today. That's how I'm doing it. Yeah, John, coming in slowly, man. This one's you know, it's Autodesk, guys. It's still at 140, so let's see. But yeah, nice reject. Look at that. That would have been a great day, just an intraday trade. A couple bucks, get out. But you know, you want it to go up into an area a little bit with I mean, it wasn't bad with these candles going up, but you want some big candles like that, like this, boom, boom, and then one good push into a good area, and then you get the pullback. But yeah, that's a nice pullback from there. I'll take it. Yeah, so JD, not a bad area. But, you know, if you're looking for a little more long term, if it cracks those areas, then you got to get out. So IWM, if I can punch in the right one, IWM holding those areas. These are some key areas, guys. Gosh, look at that, right back up, and they pop it right back up. But we're into the last 20 minutes, so they can actually get a rally going here. Manufacture a nice little buy program at the end of the day, get everything going. Look at Apple starting to go. Look at Nvidia back to positive. Amazon's trying. Amazon's trying. Disney too. Disney's trying too. What else here? Humana's coming in. Intuit. That's another one. Straight up, straight down. Jeez. Another beauty. Look at that. Retrace right back down. Now try. Everyone's buying the dip, and they're retrace and take it down again. iRobot's coming in again. That was another high flyer. iRobot. Yeah, $120 stock. Jeez. ISRG. Yeah, AutoZone the kill. I know. That time will come, though. What's it up? 92 bucks today? Yeah, look at that. Straight back up. Pulls back nice, and then bam, right back up. It's like, you bitch. So we'll see. It's got to get back above these highs, though. Gets back above the highs, who knows? Maybe it could grind higher. This is another one, though. Monthly chart, we're looking at 668 is the price target. You know, it's holding. It's trying. Jeez, look at this thing. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, but it's AutoZone, guys. I mean, this thing was a $87 stock at one point. I mean, it should be at least 1,000, maybe 1,200. Needs just a double upgrade or something. Yeah, I'm not worried about this thing. This thing, it will have its time. It will have its day. That's why I'm in with shares, nice and easy, no stress. And it, you know, I've traded this one so many times. I mean, if are you looking at this, B Rabbit? I mean, it still could go higher, guys. Still could go higher. I don't like the symmetry in this one as much, though. But, you know, I'll put here double top. Where it went, though. Came right back down to that trend line, guys, the other day. And then that's where it bounced. So this is your key one right here at 18.18. If we could get below that one, I think we could start moving down. Even on the weekly, we're a little bit extended. Not as much as I'd like to see it, but we are. So who knows? Maybe we go up into this area. But this one will be one of those buy and hold for a while. But, you know, again, we caught this. I mean, look at this one. They chopped it. This one we caught. This one we took off. Excuse me. This one here. Now, that was Alta, and that one popped back up. But, yeah, this one's brutal. 221,000 shares traded. So it's, what's up, Brian? There he is. There's Schmitty. But, yeah, this one, it's a light volume name, guys. And it's AutoZone. It's got to go higher. Like Chipotle. It's got to go higher. And then they took care of that one, too. All right, so let's see on that one. Let's see. So CRM, let's go to CRM. This one has earnings today, guys. If you're in a short position with me, A little bit upside down right now. We did cover some on this day here. If it does pop up, I'm adding more. That's it. We'll see where it goes. Maybe 135, maybe. That'd be nice. I mean, if we go to 142, that'd be even sweeter, but I don't know if we'll make it that high. So we got to watch for that area. So, but yeah, grinding like everything else, guys. Everything found bottoms. This was the pivot where it was catching. We had another one here about 111. That would have been a nice one, but just never did. So a little bit stretch from the 20. That's why it's trying to reach for it. But ultimately, 20 MA was kissed, and then 89. This will be the next area, about 89 bucks. So even if it pops up on me, I'll do it again, and we'll get our 20, 30 bucks off of it. And see you later. On to the next one. That's what we're looking for on this one. So we got this slight pullback. We get the nice little bounce for the last 30 minutes, and now we're just kind of stalling out. The DIA made highs of the day. Why not? What the hell? Why not? There we go. Comes back, retraces up, tries to get over this. 247.50 number is coming up on this one too. So we did fill the gap today. That's where it kind of stalled. And then breaking upwards. Qs, same thing. Gap down, camp up, filled the gap, kind of chopping, not really going anywhere. IWM, that's the weaker one on the day, 0.8% down. Just chopping in the lower range here, holding these double bottoms here, which is big. It's got to hold the double bottoms before they close. Yeah, no doubt. How about it? No, they had nothing. I didn't respond to that guy at all or anything. So that was crazy that day, huh? We had 500 people watching, but like you said, it was all bots, so it didn't mean anything. And it didn't do anything for my YouTube or make more money or anything like that. So YouTube never said anything about it. So I'm not too worried about it. I wasn't doing anything. So yeah, that was crazy though, wasn't it? Here's the trend line though that we've been watching too, guys. Connecting these lows right here, this low to these lows to that one, got above it, came back in, got above it, came back in. Now we're trying to hold this double bottom down here too. This is the day or the 60-minute on the IWM. Remember, down sideways though. So you got to watch that too. So, and then this is a little bit bearish too as well below the MAs. They got to get this one going, guys. Maybe get the buy program into the close. Get this one over 149. I don't know if they're going to make it that high, but Apple's starting to get a bid again. And Amazon's pretty much flat. BA's up a little bit. Tesla came in a little bit, only a buck down. Google did though. Google fell apart a little bit, which was surprising because Google was cruising pretty good, and then it just kind of faded, almost back to the lows of the day. We're down a little bit right now. About 0.5%, so nothing big. Yeah, SPYs. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So you got all the shorts covering. They're like, oh my gosh, they're doing it again. And that 268 area, if they could close it above that, you got the next gap. Right here, about 269.12. Maybe they make a run for the roses right in the last 15 minutes and try to get it to here. God, if they get it to there, holy cow. They could talk about it then on CNBC all night. Maybe more China trade talk right now. But the China trade talk, Trump's writing it up right now. He is. I see him. I got my binoculars on. I can see him. He's writing something. So, kind of funny, guys. But you're still inside this bar, still below the MAs. Weekly close will be important this week. And the buy program's coming in. And really, it's just a little short squeeze. Squeeze them, guys. Squeeze them. Got to close above here, though. So got a couple minutes left of this candle. Let's see if we close above the old all-time highs, or the high of the day, I should say. If we can hold that, maybe higher prices into the close. Maybe they get a squeeze going. But I think the squeeze started a little bit early. Now I think we'll get a little bit of selling at the end, but I honestly don't know. But usually what will happen is they'll squeeze it. Usually the last candle get this thing going. When we come in a little bit early, they usually get the squeeze and then it dies and it'll come right back in. It's a little bit early, I think. But we'll see. They got to close it above this on this candle. 268.17. They could close it above there, then maybe higher prices. But now they're trying to get, you know, all the shorts that went short from down here, they're all starting to cover now because they're getting creamed. They're like, oh my God. So that starts exaggerating the move. But then a lot of the longs from down in here, you know, starting to sell. So let's see. Let's see who wins the battle. But if they close it over those last pivots, get it into the 268 area, 268.50 area, you know, that would probably be pretty good for the markets. Maybe. We'll see. Apple's trying to make another bid, trying to get over some pivots. SPY's at new highs, DIA's at new highs, but the IWM's lagging and the Qs are lagging. All right, so we're pushing up above that area. They did get it above the 50 MA though. Look at that. And then they're trying to grind it. Grind. Here's the daily chart down here, guys. Next big area gap fill around 269.15. And then you still have that 618 right here. 618 right about 268.71 or so. Gap fills 269.10. Let's see. Got 30 seconds left. Are they going to close it above that little high pivot? If so, that won't be bad if maybe get this thing going. But keep an eye on the Amazons, the Apples, the Googles. Will this bid hold? They're all going up into the close, but it's going to hold into the close. Still going to have 10 seconds left on this candle. And it looks like they're closing it right above that area, which now becomes a little bit of support. But a lot of times when they do this, they squeeze it up like this. You get the last candles, you know, where it will pull back a little bit. But they did get it back above this support area. So nothing for me to really do here, guys. Just keep an eye on some of these trades here. Let's look at the MCY. Is that thing coming down still? Nope. Got a little, man, it did go down to almost 54 though. Nice. Almost kissed the 50 MA on the daily. It gets there, I'll probably pull the rest off. Hopefully we get a gap down. This thing keeps going lower. Well, eventually we're going to fill this gap right here around 50 bucks, 49.29 on that one at least. So SPY, everything's kind of stalling out here. Let's see if we get a pullback or it just stays up here. We only have about 10 minutes left to the market, so not a big deal. Let's get a handle. Let's see if there's anything else that are pulling back for us to cover. Goose, yeah, that pissing me off. Look at that. Look at that fall. Nice little gap down too. Damn it. CDW, that one's still chopping. Zebra, that one's chopping. X, good thing we didn't touch X, guys. Thank God. We got a pretty good volume candle on this last one. We're going to see where this one can go. Gosh, not bad right there around 22.50. But I'm seriously going to wait for 20 bucks. There's a gap fill too. Right around 20 bucks, there's a gap fill, and then 18.56. Man, we got some great trades on this one though before. Great shorts. So I believe we shorted it here. We shorted it back here. Man, everyone's like, "You're shorting that one with Trump?" I said, "Hell yeah." Heck yeah, boom, and then boom, got paid on both. Yeah, SPY's at the highs, jeez. Just won't give up. But you got to think, guys, 60 million on the SPY. What do we get when we get light volume? And we're only 0.24% up. It's not even a rally, guys. This is pathetic. It's a pathetic attempt to get more people on board. And once they get more people on board, you know what they're going to do. Time to sell again, James. Let's look at this one here. Look at that. You know, that's more short term. Then you could come back here. You could put a Fibonacci level from here to here. You know, where are the spots we're holding? 618. Got above, came back. 250, popped up. You know, there's some real, you know, intraday technical analysis there, you know. if you're trading intraday, that stuff, scalping and stuff like that, that's what, small term Fibonacci, you go to the last day, lower lows, this one made a low, higher low, higher low. So the trend's pretty good short term. As long as it stays above the MAs, we'll be doing all right. If it starts sliding, then you got to watch out. You go to the 60-minute, it's holding the 50 MA up here. That's great. Comes right back down, though. That's going to be a little nasty. I don't know if this is a head fake, guys. IWM should be leading more, so that's kind of calling us out, saying, hey, don't get crazy on me now. Yeah, Amazon's coming right back in. BA's barely going. Facebook got a nice little pop though, but that one's beat down. Some people are trying to do something with that name. I think that's going to be it, guys. So watch CRM today after hours. Let's see if we can add more. If you're a member here, watch the Twitter feed. I'll be going more. We covered half of a trade. We added a new swing trade today, and we'll go from there, guys. Slow and steady. Don't get crazy. Don't be buying the dip yet. There'll be a time. Hopefully, we get a little more downside. We can buy that dip, and then JCP at 145, guys. Trying to make a move. Daily chart, guys. First step. Before I let you guys go here. First step, recapturing the 20 MA. Second step will be getting over this area here. We get that, then we're looking at around 206. We get that. We should be able to get to this 242, no problem. Gap fill though too. This is going to be nasty. Lines up perfectly, of course. See what happens with that. So IWM guys coming back in. SPY's coming back a little bit in off the highs of the day. Nothing crazy, but just keep an eye on the volume. Watch for my video after hours, guys. I'll be posting that in a little while. And then let's see what CRM does. And then tomorrow, Tiffany's and a couple other ones in the morning. Keep an eye on those. Maybe we'll get a good quick short or a long on one of those trades there. So, all right, guys. Thanks again for stopping by, watching my videos, watching my live streams. Yelp. All right, one more. I want to watch CRM. Had nothing to do with Yelp. Yelp needs some help. Weekly chart. Yeah, once you broke that trend line, now you're just going to take levels out. If it holds 30, then possibly up if the markets go. Weak stance. If the markets start to sell, this thing's going to start filling gaps. Maybe around 24 bucks, maybe. But if that doesn't hold, you're going right back to 16, 15 bucks. Just be careful. You got a little bit of a butt kicking on earnings, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm out. So yeah, if it holds this 20, 30 bucks, you're okay. If it starts cracking, then you got to look at this level here around 27.15, 25, and then 24. If it goes up, then you're looking at you got to recapture 34. Then you got to get back above the 200 MA at 36.45. So I'm not sure if you're up or down in this one. Or you're looking to go up and down. Thanks, subscribe. Did you subscribe, Chris? Great. To YouTube. You can also come to StockBookie.com. It's $30 a month, guys. That's it. And I'm going into more charts lately, posting some more educational stuff lately. I got more members, so I gotta do more stuff now. But again, I enjoy doing this stuff, guys. I've been doing it for 3 hours today, and I could go for another 3 hours. But markets are closing, so it's time for me to go. All right, guys, thanks again for watching my live stream. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, like it. Watch the commercials, too. I get paid more money when you guys watch the commercials on this one. You know, like the traders, they always show, hi, I'm Jeff Stone, Jeff something. I trade options. Watch that whole commercial so I make more money. Something like that. I don't know. I make a couple bucks when I do these streams. I'm not getting rich off these things. Just enjoy doing it for you guys. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out. Watch CRM. If it pops, we'll add more. And if it drops, we might go long on the trade too. We'll see. Watch the Twitter feed if you're a member and go from there. Michael D, that's right. Tough it out. Muscle. No problem. You're welcome. And again, guys, thanks for watching. God bless. See you on the charts.